this little journey we're going on, the journey to the Aedejia,
Is that how you say it? I have not known.
yes, the Aedejia.
Aedejia, okay.
This is Ibram's somewhat personal quest, as he has been communing with some of the more senior members of his faith. Oh, there we go. And
I went to mute my mic and clicked the wrong things.
It's okay. There's a prophecy among his flock that there would be a chosen one called the Maltar, or the Maltar, correct?
Yes.
Or the Malver.
Malver, yep.
Yes, and of course, the chosen one, the prophesied one, is meant to do great things, but he'll be just like anybody else. He could be anybody amongst the crowd, and to awaken that spirit deep within him, to cause him to realize his true destiny and awaken that power, he has to drink the waters of life. The waters of life, a legendary artifact housed in the Aedejia, the grand temple of his faith, smack dab in the middle of the Dune Sea, where it was pretty much an oasis of a temple in an otherwise harsh, inhospitable land that doled out healing and replenishment until some terrible disaster, some unforeseen tsunami of sand buried it, along with all of its inhabitants, never to be seen again. And since then, a countless number of his fellows have journeyed out into the Dune Sea, trying desperately to find the remains of the Aedejia, and nearly all of them have perished. But they didn't have the libraries of Grey. They didn't have several intensely dedicated adventurers studying every possible history book and adventurer's diary that they could get their hands on to triangulate the location, the last known location of the Aedejia. And now, finally, Ibram walks out with a map, with a pinpoint on it, and he is 100% certain this is where it's at. It just takes someone to go and hunt it down. And that's what we're doing tonight.
Hell yeah.
Hopefully recovering the waters of life.
And my friends, I thank you for going on this journey.
Absolutely.
There's shooting to be had. I'm your guy.
So, first off, you have enlisted the help of the dwarven mage, Uvash.
Wait, you're a mage?
He's not here with us.
Oh, right. Shoot. Okay, my bad.
Yep. Yes, he is nice enough to open a portal to the closest known location that he has visited. It's about 50 miles south of the location on the map where the Aedejia was last located. So, as he opens the portal, it's this about 12-foot wide doorway, and you can just feel the scorching heat blistering through that doorway. What are you taking with you? Is everybody just riding their horses through there?
I mean, I tried to ride a pig, but they won't let me. I mean, I'm small enough. I can fit in someone's backpack. Who's got space? Come on.
Yeah, I'm assuming Ogbang is riding with somebody.
Well, it's been established that I can go Master Blaster style with people and hang out on their backs. That's canon.
Will we fit through a 12-foot doorway while riding a horse?
I mean, not if you're doing like circus tricks, like standing up with him on your shoulders. But
well, I'll just walk in behind him, and then we'll just figure it out afterwards, right?
Yeah.
I mean, the main thing is, do we have the supplies, right? Like food, water. I've got the 20 mushrooms here. I mean, that's to help us get through the supply run here. But are we good for getting back and all that stuff? That's what I'm really concerned with. It's like, what does it mean?
Ibram?
Well, I show them the stone with the runes that cover it, and I said, "This will return us back to the keep."
Ogbang looks at his 2 sacks of mushrooms and he goes, "What the hell do I do with these?" Okay, so we don't have to worry about supplies, and we're solid here.
Well, it's even though you have a pinpoint on a map, it's not exactly easy to
You said
find.
50 miles. Sorry, it's 50 miles, right?
Yes, it's 50 miles to get to the area on the map, so that is non-negotiable.
Gotcha.
But once you get there, even then, I mean, you can tell just by looking at this splash photo here.
Mhm.
Finding something buried here is not the easiest of tasks.
So a pig might come in handy here. Gotcha. Does anybody have like a wind spell? Can we blow away some sand?
Well, we're going to begin. Assuming that everybody has ridden through the portal, we're standing there on the precipice, just where the rocky lands of the southern nation start turning into sand. So it's not exactly Agrabah right now, completely sand covered. You kind of have a bit of rocky terrain to start with, but you just got to start heading north. Ride 20 miles a day on horseback. Ogbang, go ahead and roll me a d4 for today.
Uh-oh. I had that 4. Yes! Got it again.
Hey,
Wait,
all
this
right.
could be bad, though. This could be bad. I don't know what this means.
Oh, man. Just on the outskirts of the desert already. It is unbearably, brutally hot.
Oh, no. I lost 4 pounds.
Good thing
Fuck.
you don't have. It's a good thing you don't have wild power.
Mm,
Oh, God.
that's true.
On your first day, you're just tearing through water like none other. You consume 4 supplies on your first day.
Of course I do.
Ooh.
It's really hot out here, boys. Better get this water for us. It's I drink it all.
Who's taking those off, Nadir?
I'm the only one with supplies, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean,
Ogbang has
officially.
backup.
But yeah, back up. Exactly. Well, I'll just eat. Can I just eat my mushrooms? I squeeze the juice out of them, I guess.
Well, you can't. I think it would probably be easiest for bookkeeping to just have Nadir do it
That's fine.
until we get to the very end and you're desperate.
Mhm.
So yes, this is unbearably brutally hot, but you thank God that you weren't in the desert proper on this day because you might not come out. So you ride 20 miles and find a nice little alcove where you can set up camp, have a good night's rest. What are you doing today? So we're going to do rounds in days. Everyone will get 1 action per day. So we'll just go across the list. Ibram, what are you doing today?
Well, aside from my daily devotions at sunset, I am going to study the map a little bit more, just to nail down our ultimate destination. I want to be
All right, give me an intelligence attempt.
Okay.
Target is 16.
I have a compass. Can I help him some way?
Yeah, you can use your action to help him.
I'd like to maybe drop his the number down a little bit.
Sure, so make me an easy intelligence attempt.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Not quite.
I think the map's
Alright.
backwards, so I try to turn it in a different direction.
Joe, you read that
Flip
right?
over. Ah.
Yeah. Oh, maybe it's one of those hidden maps we got to hold up to the sun.
Well, hopefully you figure it out soon. All right, so that's Ibram and Ogbang. Flint, what are you doing?
I want to attempt to summon some imps and have them like scout ahead of us for anything interesting.
Okay, make me your intelligence attempt.
I clicked it, but nothing showed. Did you see
There it
anything?
goes.
Oh, there we go.
It's just a lady. Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah. So tell me, have you summoned these imps before?
Yes. Excuse me. Oh man.
Since you've got the spell?
No, this is the first time.
Yikes.
Roll me a d4.
This is the first time in game. He was using them for tasks earlier.
Yeah, I remember the task, but it wasn't.
Yeah, that's true.
I missed that one. All right, 2 imps come burrowing out of the sand like they dug their way up from hell itself.
Ooh.
And they take flight. They have wings. Wish granted.
Yes.
And they begin to take your orders. But they seem distracted. They're staring at... do you have any exposed flesh, Flint?
Mm.
I mean, I'm wearing 2 different types of clothing, so
Just tasty face meat, then, I assume.
most likely.
You see one of the imps is just like staring intently at your nose.
You're welcome.
What do you do?
I attempt to bring him back in line and send him out to do his task, but I'm not sure what type of role you'd want that to be.
Make me a charisma roll.
Okay. Oh, that's not good.
That ain't gonna do it. He lunges at your face, and you're able to reach up and smack him away, but he does get one good claw across your cheek for a single point of damage.
Oof.
And that's when you realize that these imps have an insatiable craving for human flesh.
Ooh. What kind of imps?
Relatable.
That
And
could come in handy.
begrudgingly,
It has its uses.
they turn, realizing they're not going to be able to snack on your face. They turn and fly off into the distance. They will return tomorrow with information.
Okay. I was about to play a game of shoot the pigeon down or something here. Okay.
I'll keep that in your back pocket.
Oh yeah.
Good thing it's not goblin flesh. It specifies human flesh, so I think you're safe.
I don't care about you guys. I'm sorry. I mean, go ahead.
Nadir, what are you doing today?
That's a good question. First off, Nadir is very glad that he left all of his armor at the keep since it's very hot here.
Quite.
I'm gonna watch the imps very suspiciously and stay away from Flint for a while.
Not a terrible idea. All right, Mulver, what are you doing today?
Malver just tries to make this trip a little bit easier for his horse and unravels the mile-long foldable road whenever he gets the chance, just so that way it's not walking on uneven ground.
Aw, how nice of you.
Ogbang
Yep.
immediately feels trepidation. He's not sure about this road. It's very natural.
Other than that, he kind of takes it easy.
All right, so very hot first day, but not quite in the desert. The second day, Ibram, go ahead and roll me a d4. Now you're moving into the actual desert. The hot, blowing sand and the high peaks. Today is expectedly hot. Nothing too crazy. Just your average scorching, beating down heat, causing you to feel like you can't take enough clothes off. Just like you're a salmon cooking in a pan. So today, it's only going to be 3 resources, 3 supply that get consumed. And Flint, your imps are going to return. Go ahead and roll me a d8.
Looks like I'm getting those low rolls out of the way.
Pretty good. I don't know.
They inform you that on your current trajectory, you're going to be passing through a canyon. And they let you know that there's some people settling up in that canyon.
Did they eat them?
No, they would love permission to eat them.
I mean, you got to get their loyalty somehow, right? Like, let's think about it for a minute.
So it's up to you
Do they
guys.
have-
If you would like to continue on your current course and make it another 20 miles, or do you want to go the long way and avoid these humans settled in this canyon?
I mean, there's not supposed to really be anybody in here, right? We know that. This is, it's pretty barren, they were saying. Like,
No,
they don't
not
know.
necessarily. So in Khett, there are 3 main tribes, and they're nomadic. So they kind of rotate around the desert, always keeping a good distance from one another. But for the most part, they're not like warlike or anything.
Okay, so they're not Tuscan Raiders. Okay, good.
Not to say there aren't bad people out in the sands, but
Mhm.
the ones that are known are not like evil or anything.
And if Rialo blesses us, perhaps we will meet some of my kin.
Ooh. Can we, Ogman would like to, make hand gestures at the imps, not rude ones, but to try to discern. Can they tell us more about what they saw, describing colors of clothing or something that
Sure, that'll be your action for today is interrogating the imps if you would like.
I would have to put on my Gabuki dance and totally perform in order to get the dex bonus for that. Otherwise, somebody else should ask them. It has high charisma because it ain't gonna be me.
That's all right. You can just communicate with them. You don't have to roll for that one.
Phew. Nice. And I'll, I'll just do a little trick. Okay. I don't.
They'll give you the interpretive dance back. It's like a long, arduous game of playing charades. And they finally get it out that it's about 6 people. They're all on horses, and they don't seem like they're any part of any larger tribe or anything. They seem to be traveling fairly alone.
Were they armed?
Yes.
How armed?
Heavily.
All right, boys.
Would
Looks like we
we
got our
be what
first
you
snack.
consider heavily armed?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
Everyone's carrying at least 2 weapons.
Well, I've got a gun.
I've got 2 weapons.
They might have nice supplies on them.
They may be friendly.
Wow.
Would they happen to be garbed in crimson?
They tell you only one was.
So we could leave that one alive.
Yes.
Copy that. Hogbang starts checking his rifle.
Ibram, what does the crimson signify?
My people have a history with the Raiders of the Crimson Wind. I am not sure if these people are a part of that, but I can never be too sure. They aren't. Any chance for me to get more information and vengeance for my family? is a chance that I'm willing to take. So,
But the
if you guys
canyon
didn't-
it took us 1 day to fly there, right? That's flying. They returned the next day.
Yeah, so basically your option is you can go straight towards the canyon and make that 20 miles like you normally would, or you can go way out and around and pretty much not make any progress today.
It's your call, Abram. I follow you.
I want to proceed on our current path. With
Hugbang looks very sad, but he nods his head.
Okay, is that all right with everybody?
Yes.
I mean, if you guys want to outvote me, that's fine. I'm just expressing an opinion.
No, I'm just thinking
I'm
about
good
that
with
first day.
whatever.
Yeah, I feel a little parched right now. I'm like,
All right, I'm
So
going
just
to move your
confirm, are we
tokens.
heading-
Go ahead.
I was saying, are we headed the long way around? Is that what we decided?
No, we're trying to beeline it, I think, is what he's saying. We're going to skip seeing these guys and dealing with them.
Okay.
You are going towards them. They are
Oh, we
in
are?
the canyon.
Oh, they're
Yes.
in it. Oh, they're on the outside. Okay, yo, great. Ogbang's happy again. Woohoo.
I'm going to separate your tokens so I can keep track of who's taken their turn and who hasn't.
Okay, sorry.
It's okay. All right, so Ogbang has interrogated the imps. What's everybody else doing before you get there? Or you can do it as you get there. You still have a roll for the day.
Well, I am going to prepare an Aedejia with Holy Bulwark.
Nice.
Okay.
I'm going to attempt to it. Let's see here. Let's see if this will actually work.
Real
Oh.
quick,
Uh-huh.
I can't regenerate health lost from the Holy Bulwark, right?
That's correct.
Okay.
Could have sworn you were going to say you can't read. I can't read.
You now have a luminous shield that surrounds you. So, yes.
Nice.
Oh, sorry. Abram. Oh, look at that effect.
What the heck?
Fancy, dude. Nice. Look at that.
Hey, it's cool.
Abram, you had last time a way to increase speed, right?
Oh, yes.
That's a separate spell, I would assume.
Only for himself, though.
Only for myself.
That's right. Okay. Ogbang has an idea with including you, that spell, some rope, and me.
Oh, boy.
You put me in a desert. What do you expect? Come on.
All right, Nadir, what are you doing?
How tall is the canyon?
It's about 70 feet up to about 150 feet. Kind of goes up and down.
Okay, I want to climb it.
Okay. Yeah, as you get close, there are lower parts that you can just ride your horse up. So you don't have to actually, you know.
I completely forgot I
Yeah.
had a horse.
I knew this was going to
I'm gonna-
happen.
I'm gonna put Ogbang in charge of my horse while I climb the mountain. While I climb up the top of the canyon.
Okay.
I'm on it.
What's your intention up there?
Scouting ahead and getting better sight of everything.
Sure. Give me a wisdom attempt.
I have +1.
Yes.
Oh, look at that. You scale up, staying somewhat close to your compatriots here, and you see where the imps were talking about. There's 6 people. They're all sitting around a fire. They have only 2 tents set up, and their horses are moored off to the side. They're heavily armed. They have big curved blades on their back, a couple people with bows, and you see the one guy dressed in red. He looks like a mage. He's holding a staff.
I have a great idea.
What's that?
You'll find out next time.
But you signal something to Ogbang, and he knows that look, right?
Can you tell the look from 150
We've been
feet?
hanging out. We know the look. I don't know what you're thinking, but you give me a sign like.
I'm using fire breath to send smoke signals.
Yes. I get it. I read it.
All right, Flint, what are you doing?
I think I'm just going to play it safe till we figure out what exactly the plan is here.
Okay, Mulver, what are you doing?
Mulver, yeah, he's also going to be a little more reactionary here and try to get. Yeah, just looking ahead, scouting ahead if you can.
Sure, give me a wisdom attempt.
Ooh.
I don't think that's actually a roll, right?
Yeah, I don't know what
Or
the
is
Did I? Oh, okay.
I think your dragon dice that are clicking. Yeah.
Oh, did not mean to do that.
It's all right. But get delete it.
Trying. Oh, there you go.
All
Okay.
right, there we go.
We see a giant natural 20 in the sky, and we just go, "What is happening?"
Okay. So that's a plus 1, so 12.
Yeah, it's pretty difficult to see anything up around these tight corners. This canyon winds back and forth, so huge columns of stone are blocking you from scouting too far ahead. But you do see Nadir's smoke signals up above, and you're just about to encounter them. So, Flint, you still have your action. What would you like to do?
I still have the 2 imps like around and about, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to get you a token here.
Well, can I send them to come up so that we're coming in opposite directions from the party? Like we're coming in from their front or whatever, the imps are coming in from the back.
Okay, so you want to do like a flanking thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I also want to instruct them to like not make a move unless we make a move. I don't want that to turn into an unnecessary bloodbath.
Good call.
And Ogbang trains his rifle on them just in case they get out of line. Hell yeah! Who cast duplicity? We've got more of us now. Let's go.
Simulacrum, go. Gonna delete these guys and put these guys right there.
Oh yeah, I'm all zoomed in up on these guys. They got some weapons.
Yeah, zoom down, zoom down. Just fixing tokens a little bit. Oh, wrong one. All right, and a deer is up here, overlooking, so they are not actually looking at you guys. They don't know that you're coming. They're in their own little camp over here.
I'm still 72, 150 feet up, right?
Correct. Yeah, you're way out of their line of sight.
Okay.
Now Nadir can't hear us as he's too high up at this point.
Yeah, I think you're pretty much doing hand signals at this point.
Yeah, reading his smoke signal still cool.
Yep. All right, Ibram, what do you do? I didn't hear you.
I'll approach. Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
So I would like to approach slowly.
Okay.
And
And since you are all on horses, you can move far as your regular movement.
Bang would like to put his hand on Abram and say, like, "Whoa, hold up. Wait a minute." Does he
Take
even want
the
to
case.
stop or is he going to keep going? Well, yeah, I mean, I would say, I say, well, Nadir up there tells me there's 6 of them. I can see the smoke signals. Perhaps, maybe, we should get into different advantages and positions, because I don't like being exposed out here. And as an expert trap and hunter, this all feels wrong.
What do you suggest?
I would suggest we either lure them into a place that's more favorable to our position, and I'm basically kind of suggesting into this either region, or we can have some people hide behind some sections, and if they decide to get rowdy, then we can get a jump on them.
Literally.
And I signal that to Nadir as well with my hand gestures and dancing. But it's your call.
Mhm. In this situation, I trust your judgment.
So I would first just kind of, I would suggest in terms that I would hide somewhere favorable. So if I can either climb up here out of sight, that would be the idea. But if these guys are somewhere that they would easily see me, then I won't do it.
All right.
That's a big target.
Well, in that case,
Yeah.
I'm going to ride. Do you still want me to be? Do you want me to be a decoy?
I would say perhaps you, Malver, should go in and just kind of get a feel for the room, the temperature, and then Flint and I, because I don't think they're going to take well to seeing 2 imps bearing down on them. Possibly, they may take that as a threat. So if you want the negotiations to kind of go our favor, perhaps we need to set it up in that way. And then I just have a mushroom in my mouth and my eyes dilate.
Good.
Malver's on board.
Okay.
All right. So then, if you don't mind, then Ogbang will start to climb so I can make sure I'm in position, and then maybe you guys kind of start gathering Malver.
I'm gonna give Ogbane time to do that.
All right, get into position.
Yeah. So I've got climbing gear and stuff. I mean, it's always easy for me to climb and all that.
Sure, go ahead and make me an easy dexterity attempt.
That plus 7.
Oof.
All right. So Ogbang goes scaling up the side of the mountain or side of the rock here.
Yeah, and I know to stay in the shadows as well. I don't reveal myself. And I'm looking to Nadir as well, his position, and I signal that over to him, telling him that we're sending 2 down to stay. And then I do like the head exploding symbol by just making my hands go poof. And I ready my gun.
All right, Flint.
Could I move over here and still stay out of sight?
Yeah.
Okay,
You
I
can
want to stay on the
definitely
ground.
can.
That way I can get closer.
Okay.
What was that?
Shimmy over into the crevice. Nadir, are you just waiting for the signal?
Yeah, I am gonna move up a bit though. Get closer. Would you say they're within far range?
I would say they're pretty close to you now.
Okay. Nadir's also gonna start fizzling.
All right, Ibram Mulver, you're riding down in there.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, so they are. I know it shows them on horses, but they're not actually on horses. As you come riding down the canyon, you see all of their heads simultaneously whip to the side to look at you, and they scramble up onto their feet and go running towards their horses.
How about their weapons? Do they draw them, or they're just getting on?
They don't draw them immediately.
Okay. They're looking like they're going to bolt. And this is the only way into this canyon, or is there another path?
They can exit this way also, to the south.
Oh, I thought that was
So you can enter from the north and the south.
I see.
Straight passage.
Okay. Ogbang fixes his gun on the red one.
Ibram and Mulver, as they're grabbing onto their horses, mounting up and everything, what are you guys doing?
You're trying to lure them in. That's correct. That
Yes.
are-
Yeah, we're trying to get them so that they are basically in a position where we can get the jump on them, preferably somewhere in like the center.
Right.
Okay.
So you're going to turn and flee back in the other direction once they...
Well, maybe just
Start
wait to see
riding.
what they do. Yeah. I mean, if they're do they look like they're pursuing them? Or they're getting on their horses, but are they making action?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes,
So then,
they're going to jump onto their horses and immediately rear them towards the area that you're running.
yeah, then we give you the panic signal, like now's the time. Get ready.
Yeah. So I'm like, greetings. We mean no harm because truly, if they don't attack us, we're not going to attack them.
Ogbang looks sad, but he agrees.
In the meantime, Malver removes his intimidation mask.
Ooh, nice.
Good note. Ibram, roll me a charisma attempt.
Okay. That's a
Ooh.
16.
Yeah.
So they begin turning their horses towards you, and the one in red calls for them to halt. And they look confused. They look back towards him, but they pull their horses up to halt, and he rides forward and addresses you and asks who you are and what you're doing here.
I am Brother Ibram, and I seek the location of the thing, the Aedejia, the Aedejia.
Ogbang goes, nice save with an okay symbol.
The leader turns and looks back at at his followers, and they begin chuckling a little bit. The leader looks back at you and goes, "You're out here chasing fairy tales in the desert?"
My friend, if it were fairy tales, I would not be here in this position.
He kind of thumbs his nose a little bit, looking at you. He goes, "You're lucky I'm feeling generous today. Turn your horses around and head back the way you came. Don't let me see you here again."
Ogbang pulls back the
So
trigger.
says the Red Raiders.
I'm afraid. I'm afraid that I cannot comply with this request of yours. Perhaps we can negotiate. I am and that's a lie. I mean, I don't want to negotiate.
Ogbang says, not a nice save.
I'm stalling.
I look at you. I mean, I'm trying to see if I get a signal. Like, if you want to make the jump now, or what are we doing?
While Ibram is talking to this guy, can I move closer, like say here?
Oh God! Okay, where your position? Stay low. Stay in the shadows.
Make me a dexterity attempt if you want.
Flint, no.
Okay.
You can choose to take it back if you want.
How's your dex, Flint? Let's start with that.
I mean, it could be a +9.
I mean, go for it. You want to be a
If you
snake?
want to have 1 HP. Oh yeah, you can use the skull. That's right.
Well, from where I am now, would I be able to get there close to where like stuff's going down fast enough to actually be able to do something?
To hit him with a sword.
Well,
I mean, you
have
could
to be
cast
within,
spells.
near for blood mist.
Yeah, you could get near.
Okay, I'll wait then.
I mean, maybe you take a position over here, kind of thing. If the guys can run in down this canyon, this little narrow pass, if you will, right? And then you're on the other side. I'm here. We got triangulation on them. I mean, that's a murder kill box I ever seen.
The leader is going to look at Ibram and back to Mulver and say, hopefully your purse is as rich as your imagination. And you see them draw swords and bows from behind him.
All right, so I'm backing up slowly.
Roll me a flat d20, Ibram. Oh,
Oh no.
they won the initiative roll.
Hogbang was prepared. He was aimed on the red one.
All right, you can take your shot as soon as your turn comes.
Jeez. Okay. This was my aimed
He's-
shot, by the way. I was aiming.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, he's going to raise his staff. And right behind you, Ibram and Mulver. You see this giant hand raise up out of the sand.
With up his hands goes, I don't know. I did not expect that.
The two bow riders here are going to come up and launch an arrow, one at Ibram and one at Mulver. These are +2s. First one's a miss on Ibram.
Nice.
And Mulver, 21.
Yeah.
He's a sturdy dwarf. He can take it.
Only 3 damage on that one.
See?
Okay. He is sturdy.
And the 3 bandits behind them come charging hard. Seeing that your escape is blocked.
Oh.
2 of them come in swinging scimitars at Ibram and 1 to Mulver.
Okay.
First one to Ibram.
Oh no.
For 7 damage. Second one to Ibram is a miss. And then to Mulver
A lot of the 19s.
for
I know.
5 damage to Mulver.
Okay. Ooh, Molly.
Ibram,
Kind
you
of just a
10 life. Ibram has 10, and so does Malvar. 10 HP.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Does anybody in this game have a Heartstone?
No, I don't. Well, somebody has 20 life in the chats. Yeah, I can't remember who had it or how it went down.
I don't think it's anyone here.
Definitely not us. Yeah.
All right. It's your turn.
Are we rolling?
Ogden,
initiative
you want to go
again?
first?
I would love to. Yes, please.
Go
So
for it.
mine's is trained on that red one for sure.
Yep, easy shot.
Easy shot. +7. I hit it again.
Oh, just
So-
barely.
Just barely, but I'll take it. Quick and Mork. You provide again, and I snap this guy in the face right between the eyes. and
You
he
see
loses.
red mist just spray up into the air, and his horse rear back at the sound of the gunshot, and his limp body just slams into the sand.
And then holds up his rifle. I do it. I got it.
You see the giant sand hand behind you just fade down into the sand again. All the other bandits flip the fuck out,
Yes.
turn around, scanning all of the upper rocks, trying to figure out where that came from.
Nice. And then Ogbang looks over to Abram and says, "Can your god provide you with that kind of power?"
Ooh.
And I go, "Just kidding," and I eat another mushroom.
All right, Nadir.
Okay, so theoretically, if I can make the roll and with some assistance, I can maybe kill all of these guys in one hit.
Oh my god.
Yes.
So,
With what?
I'm going to roll to cast fire breathing.
Okay, I
Okay.
want to give you a bonus of +5 for that.
Okay, you might actually want to save that for the damage roll.
Yeah. Hold it.
Okay, so we'll wait then, see if you nail it.
18.
All right.
Nice.
Now, if you want to dump 9 HP to make sure these guys all die.
I will definitely do that.
All right,
Yeah.
so
Dumping 9 onto it. So what is the fire breathing like? What's the wording on it?
it's fireball, but you're breathing it.
Hey, that's simple enough. So it's everybody within near, right?
I thought it was maybe the casting range is far. Yeah, that sounds right.
Sorry, I don't remember. I didn't see your sheet. I know you linked it somewhere.
Let me check real quick.
Oh, fire breathing?
Yeah.
And that's in ICME?
Yeah. The damage is going to be 16 for anything that's hit by it.
Oh my god.
These guys all have 1 heart, right?
I wouldn't tell you that.
Oh, they got 10 hearts. They're nuts.
Blast,
Just because you asked.
Yeah.
blast everything within near range of a designated location. Ignites any flammable. Are these guys flammable?
Their clothing might
I mean,
be.
they're wearing cloth, yeah.
Jesus.
So, I'm going to say that this guy, like maybe these two would be within near of you, unless you jump down there and get in the middle of them.
I believe the casting range is far. It's just where I choose. There's
Within near. Okay, so you're hitting either these 3 or these 2.
Okay, I'll get the 3. Then I'd like to. So, how much damage would I take from falling 70 to 150 feet? Theoretically.
All of the damage, obviously.
Ultimate damage, definitely.
I can survive that. So I'm gonna burn a D4 HP for an extra attack.
Nice.
That's gonna be 1 HP. That comes off of my health and not full work, right?
Yeah, I would assume so. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna jump off and try and stab that guy with life drinker.
All right. So first we got, what was it, 16 damage,
Yeah.
and that's adding the +9 from Flint, right?
Yeah.
All right. So Ibram and Mulver, you see the 3 lined up in front of you combust. All of a sudden, you see just the top of Nadir's head at the top of the rocks here, and then all of a sudden, fire engulfing all of them. 2 of the 3 fall off their horses, thrashing around on the ground, burning. And the last one just goes riding on fire, completely out of control. Just rides straight past you into this rock and collapses.
So we get the free horse, right? Cool.
To eat, maybe.
Oh, hell yeah. I'll take whatever I get.
All right, and go ahead and roll for your second attack there.
All right. 9. That's gonna be a miss.
And that's going to be
D12 damage.
6 damage as you come toppling down, and you're still going to land on him. You and him are both going to go tumbling off the horse into the sand, but your blade did not connect.
Oh well.
All right, absolute chaos. Mulver, go ahead.
Mulver is going to whip his mask back around on his face, Ash Ketchum style. Before he does that, though, he's going to take a pool of his blood that's leaking out of him and wipe it across his face. He stares the last one down and just yells at him, and is going to try to intimidate him into submission, hoping that all of them being reared back by the explosion and chaos, that maybe this will be just frighten him off.
Easy? Yeah.
Hoping for easy.
Definitely.
Okay.
Roll me another d20.
Thanks.
Oh,
What is happening?
So it turns out being on fire is very distracting. So regardless of how intimidating of a front you put up, they can't really pay you much attention.
Wait,
Attention.
they aren't dead yet?
No.
I missed that.
How do they look? Yeah, how badly injured are they? Like bloody?
You know when you leave a marshmallow in the fire for too long?
Yeah. Every day. That's how I eat them.
They look a little like that.
Nice.
They're still on fire though, right? Like gonna take damage.
Their clothes, yeah. Mm-hmm. They're not going to take any more damage.
Oh.
I mean, hold that thought. You haven't seen Hogbag work.
Ibram, what are you doing?
All right. So I will attempt to imbue my shield with some holy light here,
Okay.
and not with that. Right?
Oh.
Oh, that's bad.
Roll me another d20.
Oh,
All right.
no.
You just got to slap it a couple times. Maybe it'll come on. Just like an old faulty light. Nope. No luck. Do you want to move?
Yeah, I'll move here.
All right, Flint. These imps cannot contain themselves anymore as they come swooping down and attack the. They like their meat raw, so they go for the uncooked bandit.
Nice. And I'll say, Flint, we need one alive.
And they're
Control your-
both gonna miss, unfortunately.
Good job,
God.
Flint.
Am I within range to blood mist this guy over here to the left?
Yep.
Ooh.
All right. I will attempt that. 15.
Oh, close. No cigar though. Okay, and I think that's everybody. This guy down here with the imps is just going to, seeing his allies literally roasted alive and the giant lizard that fell from the sky onto his other ally, he is going to turn and ride as fast as he possibly can. The imps go chasing after him,
Hell
just out into the sunset. Nadir, wrestling on the ground with the one you knocked off the horse, he struggles to one knee and pulls out a scimitar and goes to thrust it at you. 19?
Yes. I have no defense.
Ooh.
For 7 damage.
Alright. Bulwark is gone.
His sword slashes into you, and just a huge radiant light bursts off of you as that shield absorbs the blow. And the two guys on fire are going to turn and just try to extinguish the flames rolling around on the ground.
So they're not on horses anymore, correct?
No.
Where are the horses?
Unfortunately, I can't detach the horses.
Oh, good.
The horses are also on fire, running.
I mean, this is a beautiful scene for Ogbang. He kind of just wiped his tears out of his eyes with the chaos carnage. As the old ways would have had it.
So, horses are flammable.
Well, yeah, I mean, anything's flammable if you hit enough fire.
Exactly. Yep. And they're both going to perish.
I say
This
keep
one
one alive.
He stumbles up, barely conscious. His horse cracked its head on the rock and is dead in front of him. And he's stumbling around, just barely alive. Has no idea where he's at, what he's doing.
Nice. Ogbang would definitely yell down, "Don't kill him."
Okay, we'll work back the other way. Flint, what do you do?
Handcuffs.
I want to try and put shackles on this guy.
Yes.
Okay.
How would we
one
go about
that's
doing
on
that?
fire?
You don't even have to roll for it. He's like barely conscious. You could just walk over there and put his face in the dirt and shackle him.
Sounds like a plan, then. In the that leaves the only one being the one that's wrestling with Nadir, right?
Yep.
That one's healthy looking, right? Because he missed with the sword.
Yeah, he has not been injured yet.
Okay.
Nadir, do you want to fight him off?
I want to wrestle him into a headlock.
Okay. Give me a strength attempt. He'll make his strength attempt. Oh, a 4.
I have +3 effort, +3 strength. Do I need to roll?
The 4 no matter
Hey,
what.
if you get in that 1,
That's true, yeah. Nice.
all right.
Check his pockets. Take his shoes. Ogbang yells
Yeah,
out.
you easily wrestle him into a headlock. He's just slapping your arm, reaching back, slapping you across the face, trying to get you to let him go. But he's losing strength quickly.
It helps being 8 feet tall.
Yeah.
What's your intention with this guy? Just to hold him here?
I don't know. I didn't get this far.
Ogbang goes, nice moves. Yeah, really showing off there.
Yeah, I'm just gonna hold on to him for a while, whisper some soothing things in his ears.
No, cuddles.
Yeah, wild, man.
Mulver, what do you want to do?
Mulver is going to retreat a little bit and try to recover.
All right, make me a con roll.
All right. 17.
All right. 1 plus your constitution. Patch yourself up a little bit there.
Yeah, that.
God.
Now he's at half. So that's a little better than before.
Indeed. Ibram, what are you doing?
Well, since Malvar recovered, I'm going to cast Healing Touch on myself.
Okay.
All right.
Nice.
Succeed. So I'm going to be rolling a D10 plus 2. I want to guarantee that All right, so that's 6 more. So I'm up to 9.
Okay. And Ogbang, what are you doing from your perch?
Yeah, so this guy at 16, can I see anything on him that would dictate that he's obviously not got his wits about him, right? But is his weapon, is there anything that marks him, distinguishes him from the others, or he just looks like a goon like the rest?
No, the mage was the only real one of note. He's laying on the ground over here, or most of them is. Some of them's over here, some of them's over here.
Which part that you clicked would have a hand attached to a staff? Because that's the part I want to know about.
This little bit right here in the middle.
Oh, Ogbang just climbs down. He's going right to it. I would like to investigate / pick that up.
You see that it has a viper head on the top of this really nicely carved staff.
Ogbang puts on his winter mittens and he grabs the stuff.
You pick it up and turn it over in your hands, and you feel bad.
Like, stick to my belly?
Way.
Yeah! Ogbang puts on sunglasses. He's like, boys, look what I got! Feel bad in a good way. All right. I don't like all that typing. Ogbang is now possessed by a snake demon.
There you go. I put it in the chat for you.
Oh, God. Let me read that. That's weird. Ah. Well, lucky me. +3 cha. Something I don't have.
Yeah. And you don't have any magic, so I don't know if you need to worry too much about the downside.
Yeah.
But if you get some, my God. Gonna be pulling the wings off flies.
Yeah, I'll just hold this up. I'm like, you guys don't mind, right? Like, I can, like, because, like, I shot it in the face. Like, I kind of earned that. Like, this is mine, right? We'll talk later. And then I just put it in my backpack.
Right. Nadir is the only one with an actual threat. So Flint has this guy chained up. He's not doing anything. This guy's still struggling and fighting back, though. So who has not had a turn? I think that's everybody, right?
Oh, Flint got. Did Flint go? I have him as. What the Flint do?
Flint, yes. Flint used his turn to shackle the guy, right?
Shackles, that's right. Yep, thank you.
Yep.
Taking notes.
All right, so Nadir, he's going to struggle against you, try to get out. Go ahead and make me a strength attempt. Oh my god. It's almost pitiful how weak he is against you. And eventually he stops struggling and you just hear him choking through the words, what do you want?
I don't know. I didn't think I'd get this far.
Just tell him you want everything. Take his shoes.
What?
I'm gonna wait till he passes out and then figure out what to do with him.
Sure, he's going to struggle for about a solid minute, just weaker and weaker and weaker, until he loses consciousness in your arms. It's not as romantic as it sounds.
They don't kill him. I was checking for maps, look for keys, something.
Do you want to search him, Nadir?
Yeah. We could use him later for Master's Soul.
Yeah. Doesn't hurt to have a blood bag.
Do I need to make a roll?
No, you're just going to go through his pockets?
How can he resist?
Sure, he has a scimitar, and he has a handful of coins in his pocket.
Rich boys, let's go.
Low-level thug, yeah, he's not really carrying the staff of gods or anything. What do you want to do with him?
I'm gonna drag him over to the rest of the group and see what they want to do with him.
Well, I'm looking at the dead horses and I'm licking my lips, so that's the thing.
You're
Given
standing
the
here in the
bloodbath
canyon,
that
you can
just-
feel the sun just roasting you.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's,
Given that there's
let's have a
probably
quick
blood everywhere, could I
interrogation,
refill my master skull?
Yes.
And does
So everybody will get one more round here.
Okay. I would just make sure that everybody's got free action, right? I'm just gonna say, is everybody topped off here? We gotta their life, because I know Ibram healed, right? Malver is looking okay, or
Malva could use another roll here.
okay.
You gonna do a
I-
recovery, or Ibram? You want to
Recover,
heal?
yeah.
Okay. So how hurt are you still?
On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm about 5.
Subtle. I love that.
I'll attempt to heal attempt over here.
Okay.
Nice.
Nice.
And you're gonna get at least 3 because I'm rolling a D10 plus 2. There you go, 5.
Wow.
Excellent.
Crushing that target 16.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now it goes up to 17. Well done, guys.
I want to roll to recover.
Go for it.
Nope.
Better luck next time. All right, Flint, what do you want to do with your prisoner there?
Is he like able to like be mobile and stuff, or should we consolidate down to the one healthy prisoner?
Just need one is what I would say. I say kill the weak one, keep the good one.
He looks like if you were to take him off on a journey into the desert, he would certainly die.
Yeah. He's bleeding out, right?
Okay, I'm gonna take
He's
I'm gonna
burnt
take
over
the
most of
shackles
his
from
body.
him then, and shackle up the healthy one so that we don't have to worry about that.
You know what? I would suggest to you, I would say, if he's looking as bad as I think he's feeling, maybe he's the one to interrogate, right? We can soothe his pain.
Is
We
he
got a
conscious?
healer.
He's conscious. Once you take the handcuffs off of him, he'll just stand up and start wandering in a random direction. Looks like he's just going to walk off into the desert.
His pockets.
Can I
Look at his
like,
pockets.
search him before he gets away?
Yeah. Just rough him up a little bit.
Always check the
Yeah.
pockets.
He dropped his scimitar
Yeah.
He dropped his scimitar back here, and he has roll me a D100, Flint.
Yes.
So that's a D10 twice, right?
Yep.
66. The number of the beast. The little one, not the big one.
Surprise! You are searching him, and your hand bumps something in his robe pocket. It was
PG
so
bump.
heavy. You're like, oh my god, are you carrying bricks in your pocket? And you pull it out, and it is a lodestone.
Oh, I don't know what that is, but that sounds good.
It is an incredibly heavy cube of solid iron with a hoop on top of it.
Oh, garbage. That's what I would say.
That sounds like we could get into some. That sounds like we're getting into some mischief with that.
Yeah. I would say check his other pockets and the back pockets. Lodestone. All right. With so we can't lift this thing because it's incredibly heavy.
No, you can.
It's
It just weighs about
what's the
3
size of
times
it?
as much as I would say like a softball,
Okay.
but it
What is
weighs
it?
about way more than you would
It
expect it
looks.
to.
I see. I don't know. Ogban's looking at the horses and taking out his
Who knows?
paring knife. He's getting ready to work.
So, what are y'all planning on? What do y'all want to do with the guy who's weakened?
Well, before I should get one action, but the one thing I will I'll tell you for that is I would say we should definitely keep one as the prisoner, the healthier one, the one you didn't choke out in your little steamy novel that you guys are writing together. And I would say use that one as maybe a potential guide, or what does he know if there's other camps around, things that we need to be worried about on our journey and trek there. That's what I would ask you first.
So, I'm down 4 hit points, and this guy has 4 hit points left. So, I have Life Drinker.
Oh no, we have other ways. I would say, whoa, no. I'd say I give you all the signals I have that says don't.
He's not a juice box, Nadir.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
I mean, normally in most things I would give you the okay, but I'm like, whoa, pump the brake. We have
You're
other
right, we have
ways.
a healthy one.
Yeah, I show you a bag of mushrooms. Like, oh please, keep one. I'll trade you mushrooms for Guy.
All right, so you're taking him with you?
Yes, please.
All right, Ogbang, what's your action?
I cut up the horses and I make some steaks for everybody.
Roll me a D4.
Hell yeah. Wait, is this basic effort, would you say?
No.
Dang it. All right.
I'm being a dick.
2 steaks.
Add 2 supplies.
Nice.
I'll say, see you boys, Gorka Morka always provides. And I just start tearing in the one. I don't even need to eat this. I just eat it because I can.
So I'll just add those to my list.
Yeah, that's fine. You can be the keeper.
I got
And there's nothing else on the
Alright.
horses, the packs of the horses and stuff like that we would see, like, because they're traveling the desert. So what do the horses have?
It was consumed in fire.
Good enough. All right, moving on.
Haha.
Yeah, I'm not trying to make it up hard. So make sure
Get
we
rid of
didn't leave.
that. All right. And with that, you're able to use this canyon as a nice place to find some shelter and camp out for the evening before starting the journey tomorrow.
All right.
And then you will be supposedly where you're supposed to be. At that point, you will need to make wisdom or intelligence attempts. One of you. You can pick who it is. 3 wisdom or intelligence attempts successful to locate the exact spot where the Aedejia has been lost.
Now, before we do this, while we're resting, I just want to make sure
Mhm.
everybody's healed up and topped off at this point before we head out. And
If you want to heal or recover or anything, it'll be your roll for tomorrow.
oh, I see. Okay, it's not a free. I thought we were just like rolling into it. I see. Well, I would still suggest to the guys. I say, is do we want to prepare at night before we have to get out to the daytime? And we've got this prisoner with us. Perhaps while we're resting here, this is the time to kind of have a convo with the guy and plan out tomorrow.
Yeah, he will regain consciousness while you're at camp. And
Keep guard. Keep guard.
He has very tight lips at first.
Oh, nothing my dagger can't fix. We're going to play that game. Let's go.
Yeah, he's definitely not interested in talking with you, but you can take him along with you, and as your action for the day, you could try to pry information from him.
What would that require? What kind of role you're thinking for that?
Probably strength or charisma.
But not dex for twisting the knife back and forth. Right.
No, you don't have to be dexterous.
All right.
If anything, you need to be pretty blunt.
Oh, whoa. I look immediately at Malver, and I point to his face, and I give him the nod, and I say, "Now's your time, Malver. Get it."
He's like, I know what to do.
And I say, "Gorkamaka provides."
He says, not Porka? No?
Hey, man, Malver. I give you a mushroom, and I say, "We'll talk later."
Are you going to try to intimidate him?
Absolutely.
The mask makes it easy, right?
The mask does not make it easy, but it provides ultimate effort. Perhaps I could use the serpent staff. Perhaps just I don't know.
Oh, well, you don't use magic at all, right?
I'm not a magic user at all.
Well, it just gives +3 charisma, though. He said this would be strength. That's why I was thinking about your mask.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, somebody else has. Well, I know, but Nadir is strong as hell too, right? Who has a lot of strength?
The roar is not war strength.
Oliver has strength. Is the strength?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
intimidation. Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah. All right, here we go.
I look at Malver and I go, I kick the sand.
Yeah, he's going to stare you down. This is a hardened desert raider. It's going to take a little bit more than some mean words to coax any information out of him.
Ogbang starts fiddling with the crown of madness he wears.
Oh, Nadir, roll me a d4. See how hot it's going to be tomorrow for me.
Nice one.
Oh, a surprisingly cool day. As the clouds roll over, target drops by 1.
Nice.
Hey.
All right.
Ogbang takes off his tank top, flexes his little green arms.
All right, so now that you are actually into the Dune Sea, into the flowing sands proper, finding shelter here is extremely difficult. There's very little vegetation, very little cover, and finding the Aedejia is going to be like finding a needle in a haystack. So, you're going to have the option to navigate, to forage, should you run out of supplies or need to gather some more. Obviously, you can always recover. Somebody can attempt to scout. They want to go up to the tallest point they can find and see if there's anything on the horizon for you tomorrow. Or you can attempt to find shelter, which will allow you to recover more easily and shield you from any natural disasters.
I would look to Nadir and I would double check on the supplies.
We're looking good.
All right.
So at least one person needs to navigate per day. That's going to be an intelligence or wisdom roll.
So Ibram, right?
Yes, I would like to.
I'm gonna hand you my compass and I go, now this was me grandpappy's. I want it back.
You can trust me, my friend.
All right,
Ibram, go for it.
That is that's a 16 total.
All right, that is the first of 3 successes.
Yes. And I'll tell Ibram to turn it over, the compass in his hand.
Okay.
And on the back, it's etched on the back of the compass. It says Gorka Morka provides.
Right, of course.
Of course it does. All right, Nadir, what are you doing today?
So, what exactly does scouting do?
That is going to allow you to roll the d8. I'm going to have you roll a d8 every day to see what you run into. It's going to have you roll it to give you a preview of what you're going to run into and give you the option to re-roll it.
And what type of roll is that to scout?
It's going to be wisdom to scout.
Wisdom. Alright, I'll scout.
All right, go for it.
Nice.
16.
Hey, look at that. Roll me a d8.
Come on, crit. Ooh, nice.
Wait.
Wait, well, maybe not.
Riding across the tallest dunes you can find, you see an entire village of Khettish folk, of the nomads. You can see entire families down there going about their business. These are clearly just regular people who move amongst the desert. Not anything like the raiders you encountered earlier.
Dang.
So you have the option of that being your event for the day. You could ride to that town, or you can re-roll it.
What do y'all think?
I'm kind of worried about like sandstorms and stuff like that. Really, so I'm thinking I don't want to be traveling, and we see the people they're too far away. I don't know. I'll just wait.
This village?
Yeah, you said they're how far?
It's on your route right now.
Oh, we would pass.
So if you choose to leave this, you will end the day there. You can rest in the village.
They're Khettish folk. They look more like the locals. They're not.
Yeah, they look like you
party
do.
with tents set up. Okay.
Right.
Yeah. All right. Oh wait, and do we any signs of the other guys that were the two burning bodies that we passed by corpses on the way here?
No, they've surprisingly got themselves lost in some god-awful direction.
And what about the Flint's imps that were pursuing one of them? Did they come back with any bits of flesh in their teeth or what?
No, they're fat and happy and unemployed.
Yeah. I'll give those guys a wink and I'll go, good job. I mean, it's up to you guys, right? I mean, I would say if you wanted to end there's fine. It seems like if we travel, we'll get there. We'll be close enough that we won't get screwed by the weather. And unless we wanted to stay around here, you said we could. Another option was to hang around here and recover. And
the other option is to go away from it. Are you talking about the village?
Yeah, like if we stayed here, we can ignore it and then
then I will re-roll the d8 and you will encounter something else.
Oh,
could be good or could be bad.
Yeah. Well, that doesn't seem like such a terrible thing right now, I would say, because we know what that is. So unless you guys wanted to, do you think we should go there, or should we kind of just ignore that? Go over it? Like, what do we get out of it? Is what I'm thinking. What's the point of
shelter
going for them?
Safety.
Okay. Maybe safety. I don't know that.
Well, that's what Ibram believes.
If they're dressed like you, then I would lean to you to if you say this looks like these are a safe place to go, then I would say we should go. But if they're just wearing the clothes that are just natural to this environment, but they're not quite part of your group, then maybe not. But I do have +3 charisma now, so like whatever you want, it's fine. I look to you.
Yeah, well, I say we go towards the village. Unless people feel strongly against that.
Well, are the people that you hail from, are they how do they feel about goblins and tall goblins / reptile men and people who summon demons? Like, is that cool, or is that like taboo? Where are we at? It seems very religious, so I don't know. Demons and
I just picture in my head that Ibram's like the religious kid who went off to college and came back with all these really weird friends.
Oh yeah, I think the Amish have.
Yeah, he's got a blood skull. That's normal where he comes from.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, we're in good company, huh?
I believe, well, you trust in the light, and you will be protected, Ogbang. There's no need to worry. Reality will watch over us.
Ogbang goes, well, I prefer the shade, but all right.
I love seeing someone preach to Ogbang.
Yeah,
it's a good reversal of roles.
True. And I
All
take
right.
out
Well, it seems
mushrooms from
like
my
we're going
ears.
towards the village then.
Yeah, I think we are.
I think Agbang does a better job of preaching his religion than I do.
I mean, you just need something to feed people, right? Like that's the thing. You got to get them where the home is in the belly.
All right, Flint, what are you doing today?
Could we make 2 rolls to navigate on the same day?
Oh, that's a
No.
good question. Yeah.
Okay, I think I just want to recover then.
Okay. Go ahead and make me your roll.
Yeah.
Oh, not good.
All right, get the weak ones out now.
It's all right. It's difficult to do while you're trekking through the desert. Okay, and Ogbang, what are you doing today?
Well, I mean, it seems like we got pretty much everything covered. Is there any? If this is all sand, or is there any kind of like in the previous little thing? I don't know if it's just a map, obviously, but like there was some greenery there.
Yeah, you can attempt to forage if you would like.
I think so. I mean, like I looked it up before we got to this thing. It's not much you can find in a desert with a pig, but I'm thinking about it. If it's astronomical odds that the pig will find nothing, then I won't do that. You tell me. Like, what's the target? Am I hitting 15 with a pig because it rolls easy and all that stuff that the pig does?
You're not going to find mushrooms. The pig is specifically developed to find
anything.
mushrooms. So.
Yeah, just whatever I could find. I don't know. Like,
yeah, it's going to be a wisdom roll.
Ugh, nope. I think
Gross.
Ogbang wants to experiment with something. So we've talked about this for me and the deer back in the keep, and we're thinking about what happens if I take red caps and I cook them. Does that change the properties of the red caps?
Good question.
Because I've only ever eaten them raw, as you know, that's how he eats. I mean, he's a vegan. So, well, occasional vegan, sometimes not on Sundays, but generally he eats them raw. So, yeah, I want to cook them and see if that kind of knocks off that negative. Where if I roll 1 or a 3, people take damage. 4 or 5 or 6, they heal. So maybe we'll do it. Maybe. And the deer's got a little fire breath, and we can set up a camp. You tell me.
How many do you think you could cook at a time?
I mean,
All of them?
and I was doing well. No, it's probably like a small batch. I would do, testing it out. I might do like 3 or 5 or something, maybe. I wouldn't go crazy.
Okay. Yeah, let's see.
Okay. That's good. That's fire.
Look at that. They came out pretty good.
Hell yeah.
I don't know if they're entirely non-toxic, but for a stack of 10, so you have 22, right?
22 total, yes.
All right, so a stack of 10, it'll be a D4 now.
Ooh.
So 1 through 3, or well, it was high heals you, right? And low hurts you?
Yeah, it was like 1, 2, 3 bad, 4, 5, 6 good.
Okay, so 1 is hurt, and 2, 3, 4 is heal.
So 2 plus heal, got it. Perfect. That's how we'll say that in gaming terms. All right. Perfect. And this is so now Ogbang has learned how to cook via Nadir. And I played a lot of Breath of the Wild, I'm not gonna lie. I did a lot of cooking before this game.
I can hear the music in my head. With bouncing ingredients.
Cool. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Oh yeah. So 10 of them.
All right. So you finish the day riding into the Khettish nomad village. A bunch of little kids come running out, greeting these strangers. And it's a fairly wholesome and inclusive environment. You're taken in by the locals almost immediately, who just want to hear about where you came from and who you are, and they give you food. So you don't need to use any supplies today.
Nice. Ogbang wants to hand out maybe some mushrooms to the children. See how they react.
Delight provides, as always.
And then I step in front of Malvar and I say, Gorka Morka provides, and I hand out another mushroom.
The adults are a little worried about all the children eating mushrooms, but they don't know if it's like custom for them. They don't want to step on any toes. So they don't say anything to you, even though they probably should. Let's be honest.
Nice. Well,
I want to loot the house.
You're gonna loot the house? Is that what you said? Damn. I'm okay.
The sun comes up the next day. Nadir, are you spending your roll for today looting?
Oh my god.
Is there a way to do that peacefully?
Yeah, it's
Like,
called
hang on,
gunpoint.
hang on. Can I go around and just tell everyone a bunch of cool stories about wrestling a sword from the hands of a vampire and showing them this really cool sword and see if they give me stuff?
Sure, if you want to make a charisma attempt.
Oh my god.
That's gonna be a 10.
Everybody loves your stories, and by the time you leave, you're practically a local legend. Everyone talking about the lizard man who kills vampires. But it turns out it's not tradition to reward people for telling stories.
Oh. Yeah, you should have robbed him.
Why don't you rob them while I'm keeping them distracted?
I mean, these are like
Weather for
technically Ibram's
today?
people, right? Like
I bet you can roll.
These are Ibram's people. So,
I gotta wait for Ibram to start looting. But I'm resisting it. Oh boy, am I resisting.
Weather today is average, typically scorching hot.
Okay. But we're like in the shade and hanging out and having some cool drinks and
You won't be for long.
sharing a hookah with the local elders.
You ready to hit the road again?
No. We get an action still?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm waiting for Ibram. I want to know what Ibram wants to do.
Ibram is going to continue to navigate with his role. So,
all right, lead everyone back out into the desert.
So, I mean,
well, can you maybe? I would suggest to you say before we leave. I mean, like, is there obviously these people travel the desert a lot? So, is there? Can you talk to their chieftain guy or whoever their natural scouting guy is, like, or a girl or person, to see if you can maybe get some directions and pointers. Maybe there's a shortcut we don't know about.
Well, I could. I suppose I could do that. Although the reason why I even know where it is because of the vast resources of the libraries in Gray.
Yeah.
But
you don't think these people would know anything more than the books that have been sitting on dusty shelves?
It's possible, but I think this would be delaying this by one more day, right? Like,
we're still good. We got food and mushrooms.
Well, they can give you some general tips for traveling through the desert.
I just want to make his roll easy.
A specific location, but yes, it'll make your next wisdom roll easy following these tips.
Okay, well then, I mean, in that case, I will talk to the the elders and the elders and the foragers, those that go out, see if I can get some additional insight.
Absolutely.
Albang would accompany him as well. Just gonna follow along. I'll let him lead. I'm just gonna stay behind his coattails here.
Yeah, all the people of the village are going to, as you share tales with them, they will share tales with you, and the tricks of the trade of surviving in the desert. So everybody's roles are going to be easy.
Yeah.
Nadir's year still wouldn't have made it.
Dang it. Wait, hang on. What if I borrow the staff that Ogbang got? Because
Too late.
What?
Too late.
Yep. It's too late now. I was going to give it to you, but you rolled so flat. Oof.
All right, Ibram, go ahead and do your wisdom roll for today.
Okay.
Only need a 13.
That is an 11.
Thinking a little too hard about all these tips. As you guys wander out into the desert.
Wait, Ogbang gets turn. I think I want to kind of do what
that was your one navigation roll for today.
Did I navigate?
You both can't navigate in different directions. Only one can lead the pack.
Oh, I was just like hanging out with him just to see what he was doing. I wasn't trying to do it. Like I didn't know what my role was. That's what I'm saying. I don't understand what I.
Yeah. You still have your role.
Okay.
You can still do something today.
Yeah, I just want to hang out at that village for a second before we just bolt and leave. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. What do you want to do there?
Yeah. So Nadir, you were trying to just like make yourself a local legend, right? With the story or something. What did you failed, but you passed in a way.
Yeah. I'm legendary now.
He became popular, but not with a monetary reward.
Okay. I'm looking around. I just want to see, like, is there anybody here that's buying or selling or trading anything?
Yeah, they got a tiny little. I don't even want to call it a market. It's more like people just trading their goods.
Okay. I just want to take a look. I want to see what they have.
They have some strange desert fruits.
Mm-hmm.
They have clay pots full of water,
Mm-hmm.
and they have different types of clothes that they've knitted.
Ooh. And these look like local garb.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're very self-sufficient. They don't really trade with too many different types of people.
Okay. And what about weapons and what do they carry with them?
Their weapons are pretty scarce. Only the people who end up go hunting really carry weapons, and it's mostly bows and things.
Interesting. Okay. I wonder. So, in terms of that, they have people that hunt, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, what I'm thinking is, Ogbang might offer his services as a hunter,
Mm-hmm.
and either go with them if that's a thing, or just kind of teach them tricks of the trade and trade information with them, like how he knows how to hunt. He's an expert hunter, and maybe through that work a negotiation to basically get some food or supplies from them.
Sure. So, assuming you want to use your dex, you could definitely go out hunting with them.
Yeah, it's either Dex or I was going to use charisma if I just was going to do a walk and talk. But yeah, I'll do Dex and hunt with them.
Yeah, they're interested to see how you do it. They've never seen your type of weapons before, so that's
Oh hell yeah! Well, I've got the classic Ogbang special where I take 6 bear traps timed together, and I laid them out wherever they tell me there's good eats. Because my traps, when they trigger, I get all the foes near, and they all take 1 damage, and they're immobilized. So I'm laying out some traps. You tell me how I got to do this. And I also have a pick.
go ahead and I was gonna have you roll dex, but I mean they're traps. It's like they either walk into them or they don't.
Yeah, well, as I'm saying, like if these guys are hunting and if they take up positions and they're kind of scouting around, or if they're like they just hunt with bows and arrows, like whatever they do, I'm looking at them, but I'll show them how I hunt, and I would say I can do the Ogbang special, or I just shoot things until they stop moving. So whatever way I would feel is more receptive, basically, is how I would want to impress them with my hunting prowess.
Absolutely, they are looking at you like you have 3 heads, setting up this trap.
Hell yeah!
Looking back and forth at each other, like, what the hell is that?
Yeah, got a signature bow knot in it too.
And they begin hunting these large-scaled beasts that dive in and out of the sand. They're tracking it for a while, and they're trying to help lure it back into the area that you set up the trap.
Okay, I have a thing for that too. Oh, that's
and
good.
You hear a cacophony of snaps as the thing dives straight into your trap.
Yes.
Goes writhing about, and they pop up over the dunes and just turn it into a pincushion.
Hell yeah.
With their arrows.
And Ogbang will turn to them all. Okay, and Ogbang will turn to all of them, and he goes, Gorka Morka provides.
They all start cheering and drag this massive scaled beast back to the village.
Hell yeah. While we're walking back, Ogbang takes off his shirt and shows them his tabard that's covered with symbols of Gorka Morka, and he's like, right here, this is that story. Back here, this is that story. And I'm giving him the full religion.
Nadir, you're like starting to get the feeling that somebody's challenging your legendary status here. And you can take 3 supplies from that.
I look at the arm. You said it was an armored beast, did you
not? Scaled, yes.
Scaled. Ogbang looks at that. I point to the scales, and then I point to my shirt, and I give a very sad hands in the air, like, help me.
They'll rip off a bunch of the scales, bag them up for you, and give them to you to take.
And I look for a local leather worker, and I make a jacket out of it, right?
You can add 4 leather to your inventory.
Love it.
All right, Flint, what are you doing today?
To be honest, I'm not really sure how to follow that. And I don't really want to cook up some imps in the middle of this village. That might not go over too well.
You could always attempt to scout out, see what's on the horizon. You could attempt to forage yourself if you felt the need.
Is there anything I could do that would require intellect? Or would those all
You
be
could find shelter. So you're going to be traveling off into the desert. You're not going to be in this village at the end of today.
Okay. I'll try that then.
Okay, make me an intelligence attempt. Oh, look at that. You find a nice little overhang that has been eroded well enough that it serves as pretty much a cave. At least will shelter you from the sun. So, until you guys leave, doing a recovery is easy while you're in here.
So we had
I
easy.
want to do that.
We had easy rolls, and we had now the recovery, right? 2 things.
Yep.
Okay.
So, Mulver, you're the last one today.
Well, since you found that, I'm gonna try to see if there's any way we can get any more supply with chopping services. Maybe someone has like lettuce and they chopped. My greatsword's good at that. You know,
I'm going.
veggies. I can just one swing get all the tops off. I don't know. We probably don't have any vegetables out here in the first place, but I don't know. Try to seek
Looking
out
for
some
looking for a strength way to apply yourself.
Yeah.
I'm gonna follow him around and tell everyone that this is the exact same technique he used to kill the vampire lord.
Well,
that's
Mulver, they have
better, of
quite
course.
the collection of camels here, and they
Oh,
take a good
no.
amount of wrangling. Would you want to assist them in wrangling some camels with strength?
Yes.
All right, make me your roll. And it's going to be easy since everything's easy today. So 13.
Everything's easy today. All right. That'll do it.
Look at that. You're practically a natural. They start giving you tips, and you take to it like a dwarves always grew up with camels. And at the end of the day, they will share one supply with you.
Excellent. I'm grateful for their contribution, and I follow the rest.
All right. So we kind of were wishy-washy with time there. Like some people in the village and some not. We are now officially out of the village and in the shelter that Flint found.
Did we get the name of that village? I'm sorry. Did you mention that? Or the tribe?
I did not.
You can tell us later, I guess. I just want to know if it's so we can refer to them.
It is in here. 1 second.
And Ibram, when you saw them, right, there was no
There's,
immediate recognition of anybody here or whatever.
I guess that's up to you, Ibram.
I was assuming not because in my backstory, my tribe was basically decimated. So
No bueno.
And nobody here would know. Like, there's not. I would tell you to probably look for elders, maybe just talk to somebody, maybe who would, know something about that. Because I'm sure, even though they travel, usually desert tribes tend to come together for festivals, disperse to share stories and tips.
Yeah.
What do I know? I'm a Gerblin. I don't know nothing.
You don't know shit. Get out of here. All right. At the end of that day, huddled in your cave, you're going to consume 3 supplies.
That's what I gained, right? So the 3 that I gave is good. Okay.
All right. Next day.
Oh, sorry. A question for you is Thusham. That's in a desert sort of region, isn't it?
I think so.
Pretty sure it is. It's north of Scar, and then it's coastal. So it shares the coast, and then it should be all desert behind it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely similar makeup.
Okay.
Maybe
So
not entire rolling seas of sand, but definitely
at least enough that this is not ultra far into me. Like it just dawns on me now that this is
correct. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, and weather for today, again, just another average day.
Love it.
Okay, so while you're in the shelter, we'll actually do it correct this time. Is anybody recovering
Does anybody
while
need
it's
to?
still easy?
We're all good, right?
I would like to try. I just need 1 point back.
Okay, go ahead. Just need a 13 con.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
I want to use my roll for navigation, so I'm gonna forsake recovery.
Okay.
I'm only down 1 anyway.
Okay, so everybody else is good to go then?
I think so. I mean, I might cook another batch of mushrooms.
All right. Ibram, go ahead and make me your attempt there.
All right. Do I get to do it easy because I failed the last one?
I guess so, yeah.
Nice.
There you go.
All right.
Only one more needed. As you guys are traveling through the desert, it's just becoming hard to tell one spot from another. There's so very few landmarks that every dune of sand looks like another. Every pile of rocks looks like the one you just passed. And during that monotony, when you're kind of zoning out, just walking in a straight line, trying to ignore the sun beating down on you, you hear the sound of something emerging from the sand. On either side of you, you see a massive armored carapaces emerge.
Oh hell yeah.
Completely submerged, they just like explode out of the sand. Let's see, Ogbang, roll me a flat d20.
Okay. Plus nothing. Yikes. But I'm never caught on off guard, right? Because I'm an expert hunter. I felt a tremble in the earth.
Oh, you certainly did.
Then they pounce.
Like lightning for their size, it is absolutely terrifying as they come dashing forward, huge pincing claws. Nadir, you get back over here. Get. Oh, the nat 1, the dancing worked. As it snips above your head and then goes underneath. Put the target out here. And the second one comes forward, climbing up on the rocks. Somehow supporting itself almost vertically. It raises its tail high above its head and it strikes straight down at Flint. 7. It misses and stabs the sand. And you can see its pulsing stinger just dumping what seems like a gallon of venom.
Is it stinger
Alright.
stuck in the sand?
It is not.
Damn
it. Sand isn't that hard.
I don't know these guys.
Alright. Who wants to go first?
Me?
Okay, go for it.
Yeah.
Holy Bulwark on Movar. Try. Success.
What was that?
Brilliant.
I'll move over here. That's my turn. Done.
What? You don't want to stay and play?
I got other plans.
Alright, Bulwark to Mulver.
What does that do again exactly?
It absorbs the next card of incoming damage.
Nice. Okay.
All
And
right,
I
go ahead,
will
Mulder.
certainly remind everybody that his defense is 13 just in case. But I'll be fine.
Mulder, go ahead.
Yeah, Oliver rushes in and goes ahead and tries just swipes down, trying to hopefully remove that pincer off of its body.
Go for right
You
between the
can do
joints.
it.
Right between the armor. I said between the armor.
Between.
Yeah, next time, damn it.
My bad.
You miss it by just an inch, and your blade bounces off its hard carapace.
Between. Got it.
Now, Ogbang living in a desert-like place recognizes stuff like this, right? It's not foreign to me.
What, giant scorpions?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
Okay.
Probably
So
good
Ogbang
eats.
And I probably hunted them before, right?
Probably.
I'll just set up my turn.
All right, Nadir, what are you doing?
I'm gonna try and ride one.
Hell yes! Now we're talking. Crank it. Oh my god.
Make me a strength attempt here. They rolled a okay. Yeah, you beat him. You climb on it. It's you see its mandibles, its mouth parts, just flailing wildly, trying to bite you as you climb over top of its head. And now you're positioned precariously right below its stinger. Not sure you thought this through.
I did think this through. I have plans.
Oh my god.
All right, you have it wrangled. Wherever it goes, you're going to go. Flint, what are you doing?
I'm going to attempt to blood miss the one that took a swing at me.
Okay.
And I'm going to just make a base roll, I guess. And I miss.
Mm,
Oh,
The spell is not kind to me today.
no. Would you like to move?
Yeah, I guess I'll back up. Could I get over here with Abram?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. All right, Ogbang.
So, Ogbang's been thinking. What's the mental fortitude of a scorpion?
Not good?
All right. So would you say the crown of madness if it were to focus onto a scorpion?
What's the wording of it specifically?
Specifically, item, make a target take a random action, GM's roll.
Okay. Sure.
But that
But
seems
its
like
list of actions are very short.
okay. So it's probably like sting, kill, sting,
Reproduce.
reproduce, and lay eggs.
Wait,
All right.
hang on. If we get that option, we can have baby scorpion.
Yeah, right.
And
Oh,
we can sell them in the market.
damn it! Always thinking, dear. All right. Now I
They
got it.
burst an imp in my last game, so I'm ready for anything.
Oh, my turn is kerfuffled. Interesting. Well, I mean, okay, so I've experienced these guys before, so I would know, right? Like their actions. Maybe I could discern those things before I decide if I'm doing Crown of Action, Crown of Madness.
Yeah, it's a big creature with a tiny brain. It has very, very few things that it does. It hunts, it kills, it sleeps, it eats.
Okay, so there's a 1 in 4 chance I can get it to fall asleep.
Fair.
That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
Go to sleep. No, I think probably the better thing because this is wild. So the one that's not currently being engaged, this one, I pinged. I don't know if it's gonna work. Maybe not. Okay. So trap expert, I can load traps and do all kinds of things. What I know, again, these because they have a carapace, are they fire resistant?
Not particularly.
Okay. So I've got some fire starting oil, and I have some flint. Not that flint, actual flint. And I'm thinking I'm going to take one of my bear traps there. Since I think we ruled it as, to keep track of the traps. So just assume that I have a supply of them that last an entire adventure. So I would use another trap, load it up, and do the same kind of thing I would do the Ogbang special. And I would make sure it has enough bear traps for all of its legs. And I'm going to land this thing expertly. And you tell me what I roll here, because it just says traps foes near, and then I just use a trap launcher, which is a range attack, place a trap in LOS, line of sight.
Well, I would assume it would be dexterity then, if you're launching it from a distance.
Yeah, and I'm like, what, within near? There's like close, near, far, so...
So yeah, right in front of you.
Okay, yeah. So the idea is to like basically have this thing almost like a bolus, where I basically launch this thing so it kind of goes underneath their the legs and tangles it and traps all of the under parts. I want to immobilize it.
Gotcha.
Cool. All right, so I'll roll for
Make me
that.
roll.
+7. A lot.
This amalgamation of steel goes whipping around, and the legs of this giant scorpion are quite precarious to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
So you see it steps out of one, and then the other two legs step into the trap, and it goes tumbling down onto its back.
Nice.
So its legs up in the air right now.
Okay, so then it triggers my trap, which is now, it was covered in fire starting oil. So now the flint should go off, and it should ignite this thing.
All right, roll me some damage.
Okay, what would you like? What would that be considered? A weapon?
Yeah, weapon.
Okay. 2 fire?
You don't have any weapon effort?
Oh, I don't think so. Nope, I have gun effort. And I have charisma now. And dex, that's it. Ogbang is all in. But he can't do much else.
2 damage. Thrashing around on the ground.
I got him, boys.
And that's everyone's turn, right?
Because he fell down, I see.
Nadir, we'll start with you. Stinger.
What? Oh.
It was so wonderful for just a minute until you feel that pierce in your back.
So, as a lizard person, do I have any kind of resistance to poison?
If your sheet doesn't say it, then no.
You weren't bottle fed on poison like Ogbang was? It's not.
A what?
You weren't bottle fed on poison like Ogbang was?
Not that kind.
You're supposed to be a gerblin.
12 damage.
Oh. Darn.
Oof.
You see Nadir's eyes go white as they roll back in his head.
Oh my god. I'll call out to Nadir. I'll say, don't worry. Nobody's watching.
Collapses off the front of the scorpion onto the ground.
Jeez. Well,
this one is going to make a dexterity attempt here to right himself.
no, this is an Ogbang special though. Let's get that.
13. Unsuccessful.
See? Ogbang special.
He is going to still try to claw at Ogbang here.
I like how he fell forward.
Yeah, it's going to be difficult though. So you're going to get +3 to your defense.
I need it. I need all of it. Oh god. I need all
for
of
6
it.
damage.
And okay.
And you are in the claw.
I'm in the claw. Lovely.
You're in the claw.
And I'll just call out there, but I've been in worse positions before. Never make a dwarf's wife angry, let me tell you.
All right, Nadir, roll me a d20.
Okay. What? Why?
To see if you're alive.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, death timer?
Okay, now roll me a d4.
How many turns before? Okay.
2 turns.
Nice. Ooh, we.
Nadir, about 30% of your blood is poison right now.
I mean, that could be a good thing. We get you back to the keep.
Wait, will this augment my poison or my fire breath somehow? Not poison.
Fire poison? I love it.
Hey, at least you're looking on the bright side. All right. Mulver, what are you doing?
Between the armor this time.
Between the armor.
Well, bam.
There you go.
You see, Gorka Marka provides.
Also, I took the milestone power strike, so on any 15 plus attack roll, I deal maximum effort.
Ooh, okay.
Hell yeah.
That's 14 then.
Lop it off, dude.
The claw drops into the sand, and a dark, viscous liquid starts shooting out all over the place. Completely severed that claw there.
Hell yeah.
Good job. Okay.
I catch my breath.
Hey, Mulver. Take a hero coin, why don't you?
Oh, all right. I'll take that.
Good. We might need it. Nadir.
Flint, what are you doing?
I'm going to move over here, and I'm going to attempt blood mist again, hopefully getting the deer back up.
All right, now's the time.
I'm going to pump 10 into my attempt to hit. So if all I need is a 1.
All right, perfect.
And it'll be 2 d10s plus 4.
Yeah, so just roll the 1d10 and we'll double it. So 12 altogether.
So that's 12.
So he's taking 26 damage. And for Blood Mist, do they get the entirety of that? It's not like
Hang on.
Life Drinker, where it's half. It's the whole thing, I think.
It's the whole thing.
I believe it was the entirety, yeah.
That's 'cause
Nadir,
he's giving his life to do it, so that's the catch.
this blood gets ripped out of the scorpion as it's just spraying out of the claw. Flint just directs it straight up your nostrils.
Nice.
So I still have the same amount of poison in my blood. I just have more blood now.
Yes. Exactly.
Maybe so. Wait. Could it be argued that at this point now he's building up a tolerance or resistance?
Yes.
It's all about the ratios.
I mean, I would tell Flint. I'd be like, balance the ratios.
All right, Nadir, you're up. You did already take your turn, though.
Oh,
So
I
you'll
did.
get it back.
Right.
Yeah.
Get the scorpion off
Yeah.
of me. Get it off.
I think I turned dying.
Yeah. Hate that. All right, Abram. What are you doing?
Full work. Hugbang.
Healing Ogbang.
Well, I'm good. I didn't take any damage. Oh, yes, I did. Did I? Wait.
Yeah, you took 6, right?
Ah! I did, yeah. I did, yeah. Help! Ah! I said these ones are bigger than they have back in Disham.
All right.
Or maybe not. Maybe I was just smaller.
All right. Ooh. I'm just
Are you one short?
I'm too short.
Oh.
How many mushrooms can I eat on a turn?
1?
Ah.
I don't want to watch you roll 10 dice. That's why.
Well, it's wait, how much was it for the heal? The mushrooms? They give me it's 1 HP each. Oh my god.
Oh, Flint. Sorry. Take a hero coin there. For getting
I actually
Nadir
already
back up.
have one that I forgot about.
Oh.
I didn't give it to you.
It was from a task. Berger gave it to me.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, fine.
I didn't even think about it. It could have came in so handy today.
All right, Ogbang.
Are you kidding? All right. So I don't have a lot of options here. I'm basically getting pinched up here. This thing's trying to shake me down for all my mushrooms. I'm not having it. So it's gonna be tough. So I mean, wait, what is it to get out of the claws? I'm dexterous, but I'm also
Yeah, you need to make a dex attempt. Yeah.
Okay, but I'm also wearing resistance of might as well. So maybe I snap this goddamn thing's claws in half. All right, we'll go with dexterity for sure. I think that's the way to go. +7. Eat it. It's a dirty 20, sucker.
There you go. Like a greased pig.
I do,
Slip
yeah.
right out of there.
Wiggle it up. Now to just to get out, is that my entire action, or can I still do something on? Or,
Yeah, that's your action, is to slip out.
and it's still tied up in my trap, but not really. Okay. Cool. I would tell somebody if they can spit some more fire on that flame. You didn't say the flame went out yet, right? It's still burning.
Correct, yeah.
Okay.
So he's going to take 3 damage at the beginning of his turn. Up to 5, and then he's going to try... Try again to get up here. Still failing. Poor Scorpion, with its legs up in the air, tangled in this god-awful mess of a trap.
Hell yeah. It's Augbank special. And I tell it to his face, too. I look in its eyes. Don't forget Augbank special.
Swinging its claws wildly. Ibram, you get +3 defense here. 16.
Nice.
That is a miss.
All right. Just barely able to suck it in just a little bit. Keep away from the claw. And this one, near death, with its spraying orifice there, is going to turn and burrow back into the sand.
Oh, no, you don't, you son of a bitch. I got boots to make out of you.
Wait, so do we have a chance to catch it before that happens?
Well, you know where it went. It went right there. So if you want
Sword.
to try to catch it, you need to get your shovels out.
Can he throw his sword at one last ditch effort and try to nail it?
Oops.
Oh, burned to death. I love it. Oh, they both burrowed? Good, cool. Love it. Yeah. Take that. Nobody messes with this team. Ah, they had babies.
There we go. All right, he had its turn. I guess now it's time for everybody to wail on the poor thing.
And I would say, hold on, gents. Hold on. We got it right where we want it. I mean, do we feel like surf and turf? Like, what's the deal? Like, do we want to... I'm looking at this as armor potential. I got 4 leather. I want to make a plan before we just start hacking away. How do we get pristine?
I thought hacking away would be the plan.
I want to get something out of the deal. I mean, it came out here, decided it was going to attack us. It's, maybe we let it live. So, the other one's going to go tell its family, right? Like, don't fuck with those guys. So, something to consider.
This is the one that was on fire and stuff, right?
Oh yeah, it's burning. And I'm getting my oil canteen on top of it.
Yeah, I don't have my fire token at the ready.
Nah, it's fine. It was like 5 at least. I had it tracked 5 or 6.
Are we wanting to attack it in the way to deal as least damage to it as possible, or what are you talking about?
Getting the information. I'm just saying I want to because now leather scraps and there's a thing back at the keep where we can start almost like a harvesting thing. I guess is what's happening. So I'm wondering if we can get stuff out of this that we can take back with us and use it.
Maybe we can feed it.
I was thinking we could probably poison our weapons.
Yeah, poison weapons for sure. Like I want to cut the stinger off really, and I want to get at least that. And then
hang on, it's still alive, right?
It is, but we have it where we want it. It's all tied up.
So we can feed it one of the horses, and then keep it as a pet. And it's big enough to ride.
I mean, you got okay.
Your blood is 30% poison.
You're going on a lot of what
did not learn his lesson at all.
We also still have that one bandit guy we captured.
Oh yeah, we're just lugging him around. That's right. Oh, we can make him talk. Now you're saying okay. Thank you.
Oh yeah, we can get 2 things.
Tackle him in front of this fucking scorpion and be like, "All right, last chance." I mean, that's what I'm doing. I raised my hand. I raised both hands. That's my vote.
All right, someone take a turn.
I mean, is it a strength thing or is it a dex thing? Because I want to make sure the scorpion is nice and tied up. And then I want to be able to dangle this guy and not get snapped in half.
If we're getting rid of the guy, we can just use the shackles on the scorpion.
What? The shackles on each little tiny pincer, just Sliding it on there. Don't you dare break out of these, you hulking beast. They're
We're
made for
going
land.
downtown.
Yeah, we're gonna rest. I don't know. I mean, you tell us. I guess if we have to do a strength thing for this in order to get this guy there, I just want to make sure he's not going to get cleaved in half as we try to squeeze information out of him.
Yeah, I don't
I'll-
think there's a way to guarantee that.
Oh God!
I'll hold down a pincer.
You're like
You'll
literally
let him-
offering him to a giant scorpion that wants nothing more than to kill you.
I like this plan. Does anybody object?
can't
I look at
grab
Abram. Look at Abram.
I'd rather just put the scorpion down.
Abram, and I go, "You're no fun," and I kick the sand.
Mulver, if you can do a drag and drop, like a bounding box, and select both of them and move them together. Like that.
Mulber's clearly had heat stroke, so how about Flint? Mulber figures out what he's doing. What do you want to do, Flint? Abram says we just kill it and be done. Ogbag and the deer say we use it as a torture device.
I mean, I'm kind of good with both those plans.
Pick sides now, and I draw a line. I draw a line in the sand with my foot. I say, choose. You want Gork and Mork, or you want that guy?
How big are the claws?
You're
I mean,
literally
there's nothing
looking at
Yeah, they're
it.
just
while
scale.
Okay, that is the scale.
There's
Yeah.
Okay,
there's
So,
nothing
any
saying
chance
that like
we
if it
can
does
use them as
attack
a
dude, we can't just attack it, right?
Say it again.
Right.
I'm
Yeah,
saying
it's-
like there's nothing saying that like if it attacks the guy, we can't just attack it, right?
Oh no! I mean, it's going to be occupied, so then I would assume we just go in for the kill, and we just save the stinger. Worst
Okay,
case
I'm
scenario,
good
we
with
get
that.
worst case we're getting the stinger out of this thing, regardless, right? Best
As
case
long-
we get
as-
information and a stinger and maybe some armor.
And I need to fill up my blood skull.
Yeah, see what I'm saying? And it doesn't
You-
specify what kind of blood. You got a
I
scorpion
was
already.
just about to ask that. Yeah, like
Doesn't
if
say.
you just have a cow that you bleed into it every once in a while.
And Ogbag's been working on some farm animal requirements. I've got a pig already. A sheep is next. We got
I
a
mean,
thing.
so far, every game I've played in, we except for the first one, the last two games I played in, we've taken a prisoner. So
Yeah. I mean, wait,
Yeah,
wait,
it seems to
you
be a
said there's
trend.
another way to play this game without taking prisoners? What? All right, side chat. So what are we doing, Flint? I draw the line. I draw another line.
let's
Choose.
see if we can get some information out of this guy.
Yes. And I look at
All
him.
right.
Better luck next time, champ.
You shove him forward, and he drops on his knees, just a mere inches away from the thrashing scorpion, and he falls backwards, kicking his way away from the scorpion, screaming for mercy. He says they'll tell you anything, just please God, stop it.
Nice. Pull him away. And I've got a bunch of ropes and stuff too, and I'm dangling a bear trap in front of his face, and I say, "Tell us everything you know, where you come from, how many are you, and anything else Ibram wants to know."
He's just grimacing now. He's closing his eyes, turning his head to the side, and he spills everything he knows. He tells you that the Red Raiders are probably almost 100 strong. They go around robbing people who travel through the desert. They have a stronghold very near the fallen Colossus in the middle of the desert.
Mm.
And that he was a Khettish orphan that got wrapped up with them.
Oh.
He doesn't really know anything outside of Khett.
And I look to Ibram and I say, "You see what happens when you push."
I see.
And then I look at him, I go, "Gork, I'm working, right?"
Not quite.
Make a believer out of you yet.
Okay, you got what he knows.
Okay. Now, if you want to feed him to Scorpion, I'm good. Does he doesn't please say anything like, what does he offer that if we don't feed him to Scorpion?
He doesn't have anything.
Got nothing?
He's a bandit.
We give, well,
Took
I
everything
don't know why
from
you
him.
think he's like a noble
Hear it.
with a million coins or something.
I'm looking at his boots. I'm just making sure I'm gonna,
So fuck it, steal his boots.
take his boots.
He's no threat to us.
He's not. I mean, I just don't want him to let him go where he's gonna, rat us out kind of thing. There's 100 strong. They
What is
rob people.
Master Ogbang? What are the chances that he makes it back on his own with no supplies?
I
in
look
this
to you and I'll say, how
What if I-
merciful or do you want to be? I say, I got what I
could bleed
wanted. I'm
him
just
out
gonna let
some
you
and
take
fill up
some.
my skull.
What is the way of your people? I would say. What do you think we should do here? If it's
Um,
honorable to let him go with some supplies
let-
and he's not going to rat us out,
No, let the desert judge him. No supplies.
and I'll whisper into that guy's ear and I'll say, remember this day, the day Ogbang and his gang let you live. And then we kick him in the ass and send him in the desert.
He just shakes his head in agreement and goes stumbling off over the nearest dune.
Now we kill Scorpion.
And everybody can jump in to beat the absolute hell out of this bound and burning scorpion.
I'm not going to do that.
I'll save you a leg. I'm going to take the tail. I'm going to try to get some armor scraps. I want that venom. Give me that toxin sack that's in there somewhere. And I'm a hunter, and I've dealt with these things, right? So I should know exactly where to go.
All right, Ogbang, make me a dexterity attempt.
You said my middle name. That's a lot.
Venom sack.
25.
Add a venom sack to your inventory.
Hell yeah. Can I squeeze a little bit of juice onto people's weapons right now without using the whole thing?
No, you're gonna have to take it home and refine it.
Ah, okay. It's the raw kind, lads. Sorry. This one wasn't quite ready.
All right, let's get a move on.
Mm-hmm.
Back on the road. Scorpions aside.
CLOAK, would I have been able to fill up my skull?
Yes, go ahead and fill up your skull.
And I'm going to walk over to Abram too. And I just want to make sure as we walk and talk our way out of this thing, we don't have to stay here. But I'm going to be like, you all right? You didn't look like you wanted to join in the festivities, the celebratory victory that we had.
What good would beating a natural creature of the desert do for me or anyone? You get perhaps you get armor and other resources out of him, and that's fine. But it was bound. There's no honor in that.
And I go, well, that's where you and I differ, because for Gork and Mork, my job is to find the biggest, baddest things out there and to test myself. It's the only way I'm getting into Gorkala.
Oh boy.
I'll leave the conversation I don't leave the conversation at that point. I would not
What
leave
more
it.
can you say?
Anyway,
Yep.
right, I have no more to say.
Ogbang offers you a red cap as we walk.
I accept it though. I accept the red cap.
The cooked kind, not the
Yes.
raw kind. Because I like you.
Right.
The Flint, I gave him a raw one.
Just twist
All
the
right.
knife. Just twist it.
So I know Flint had his roll. Ibram succeeded on the second navigation. Nadir, Mulver, Ogbang, are you doing anything else during our travel for today?
If everybody stopped off, right? Flint, you used the blood. You're good. What about Malver? You took some damage in Nadir, right? Nadir got back
I'm
up.
good.
What about you, Nadir? What did you hit?
I think he's full now.
Is he?
Yeah, I think he's full after blood mist. I don't
Oh,
think he got
you're
hit after
muted,
that.
Nadir, by the way. Muted. If you're talking, Nadir, we can't hear you. I see
He
his
might
mic.
have walked away for a second.
Yeah, that's all good. And then I think I'm back up to full. I know I got hit for 6, and then I got a little bit of some heals. There you go.
I had to switch to my computer, so I I've been talking a lot and
And nobody
not
knew.
realized I was muted.
Well, it's a good thing I checked. He's been quiet for a while. That's very uncharacteristic of him.
All right, we're done with scorpions. We're getting back on the road. Nadir, what are you doing for the day?
There's a weapon.
What's that? I heard weapon.
What?
Can I use a scorpion stinger as a weapon?
No, that's what we were. Oh, the stinger. Okay, yeah, I got the venom sac from the inside of it, but we didn't talk about this.
Ogbang cut it up.
Oh, is that
Sorry.
what it is? Yeah, usually it's like a venom sac in the bottom, but the stinger itself is its own thing.
Hey, giant scorpions are their own thing.
Yeah.
Can I put just the tip of the stinger on top of Oath?
I mean, if you want to. What are you going to, like, duct tape it?
I'm going to use my fire breath to weld it together.
God. I like the way he thinks.
You can take it with you in an attempt to do that later. Yes.
Yeah. Remember, and I'll remind him, I'll say, back at the keep, we've got some lads working on some apothecarian.
All right, so Nadir is cutting up scorpions. Mulver, are you doing anything today?
Nothing special, no.
What's left to do before I say yes or no?
You could, scout, forage.
Oh, we haven't scouted yet, right? Like, okay. If we haven't scouted, then I'll
no.
take over. I'll do scouting then if he hasn't.
Okay, wisdom.
Oh, jeez. Can I charm the clouds? Let's see. Nope. I go, well, boys, looks like more weather.
Mulver, do you want to give it a shot?
I can give it a shot, all right.
Ah, see, I loosened the jar for you. See?
Hey, look at that. Roll me a d8, Mulver.
Oh. Ooh.
Son of a bitch. You see...
Love
you
it.
see this massive square object sticking out of the sand.
Yeah.
Just a short distance away from you.
Hell yeah. Mulver, what do your dwarf's eyes see?
It looks like that lodestone, but bigger.
It has a name? Okay.
Or the thing.
Oh, the lodestone. You said I thought you said something else. Yeah, the thing he's got. Okay.
I think, right? Yeah.
How far away did we say it was?
Like 100 feet away. You could walk up to it right now.
Oh, we're walking up to it. Well, I am.
I'll go with Hogbang.
All right. Walk up to this thing and you get closer. You see that it's a massive chest that's half buried in the sand.
Oh my god. I immediately jumps up. Wait, is it a
Chest or
mirage?
Like a anatomy chest.
Oh. That's a good call.
It's a,
Shit,
it's a giant trunk.
But why would you make him doubt that it's... Don't do that. He's like, yeah, it's a cadaver. You found a fucking corpse.
It's after midnight. We got to get this shit going.
We open the chest.
It's locked.
I jimmy the lock with crowbars because I have a crowbar, so I will use it if we need to. It makes
Okay.
everything
That doesn't affect the attempt. It just makes it
easy.
It does make it easy.
Yeah, it says easy versus doors, and it's a chest, not but a closed door. It's got hinges like a door.
That's fair.
It's got a lock like a door. It smells like a door. It looks like a door. I'm saying it's a door.
That's fair. But everyone has used their rolls for today, so we're gonna have to go till tomorrow.
All right, we camp around the chest to make sure no bandits are raiders.
Exactly.
Yeah. We sleep.
Oh, beautiful. So the next day is unbearably, brutally hot. As the sun comes up, before you even wake up, you can feel the singe of the sun. Everybody make me a constitution roll.
Ugh. Oh, God.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
We all die heat stroke.
Somebody had hero points, right? You guys better.
2 hero coins. Make sure the healers stay alive, please. Flint messed up bad, right? What did he roll? Where's that at?
Well, I had a 3 total.
All right, so who was the only one who passed?
I passed.
Nadir,
Okay.
wasn't it?
Of course, the lizard passes.
He's
If
used to
you
kinda-
fail this roll, you're going to drop to 0.
Oh, cool.
What?
Hero coins.
This is
Hero
why we have hero points.
So make sure Flint stays alive. So Flint needs to use the hero coin on it.
Does he need one?
He's
So
got
what
one.
does that do? I have one. Do I just re-roll, or how's that work?
It
You
allows
have
you to
a choice.
reroll, yeah.
Or you can add a dice to your thing. What was the target? It's still 16?
Yep.
Yeah, you gotta reroll it. Just you're not gonna get it with that other dice. Would it be easy?
No.
Okay. I tried for it, sorry.
I'm trying to think if I just want to bleed myself out some to not die totally.
Yeah, this is like you're having this decision as the heat is occurring, right? Like so he's not able to.
I'm
You
just
have
gonna
to
roll.
it's one or the other, yeah. Ugh.
Oh, it's still bad.
What's your con plus? Con
One.
bonus?
Not 8.
Damn. I thought somebody had +6 or something. All right.
So who else has a hero coin?
I think it's Malver.
Yeah, I give it up.
You give it to Ibram?
Please give it to Ibram.
Yes, yes.
Ibram, roll again.
Plus?
That's 11.
Mm.
So,
Nice.
Nadir, you wake up, and this scorching heat, you start going around kicking your comrades, and you notice they have very shallow breathing. Their eyes kind of flutter open here and there, and they are beet red.
Oh my god. This is hilarious. I mean, I don't know. We all just died in our sleep, dreaming about how we're going to spend this loot that we can't see.
Everybody roll me a d20,
Oh my god.
except for Nadir.
Let's go for it. Nat 20, let's go. Somebody got to roll
Is
Nat
it
20. Come on.
con or just a flat?
It's just
Just
a flat. You're just trying to
Just see if you miraculously survive.
bounce up. One more. Who didn't do it?
Flint.
Mine's lagging. I clicked it, but like, should I click it again?
No. Just
That's
give it a
right.
second.
Come on. I would click it again maybe now. It's been... There you go. 7. Damn it. Nobody
All
got
right, everybody roll me a d4. But Nadir. And then drag it out and put it by your character.
Wait, why am I seeing 20? Okay. Oh. Come on, baby. Yes.
Mine's not dragging.
No, you gotta click a new one. Click a new dice and then do it.
Oh
Yeah.
god.
All right, Nurse Nadir.
Ah.
What do you do?
I'm gonna walk home. Oh.
I'll just kind of like
So-
mouth and slowly sort of swipe at the air. Come back.
So, any chance that I can borrow Flint's skull and give it to some people?
Mm.
No.
What's a TPK, dude?
Okay. Any, any
Vicious.
chance that I can pick up?
I can't hear
That I can
Nadir at
put
all.
life-
I'm just hearing everyone else.
Turn him up in Discord if you need to. If you hover over his name, there should be a volume.
Well, yeah, right click on their name and then you do user volume.
Sorry, go ahead, Nadir.
So, could I put Life Drinker into someone's hands and then stab myself?
Oh my god. Beautiful lizard man, he knows things!
I guess so, yeah.
Okay, so Flint's has the lowest timer, and he can heal people. So I guess I'll do him first.
But he has to damage somebody to heal them.
Yeah, I am not the one. I have to attack something to heal. You need Ibram.
We need Abram to live, so we need not Abram. And the only one who could take the hit is probably Malver, because he's got just more fortitude than Ogbang does.
How does the don't die on me man roll work?
Harder to... He'll do better.
hang on.
It is
Can you-
intelligence or wisdom, and it stops the timer.
Yeah.
Can't you Can't you heal other people with
Against-
Master Skull?
He can, yeah. So probably it goes like Flint first, then Ibram, because Flint has less time.
That's
So
a
I would
good
try to get
thought. I
Flint
didn't
up
think
first.
about that.
Go for it. Get in there.
Master Skull is still full, right?
Yeah.
He just
Yeah,
refilled
I
it.
just filled it up before it
Okay.
dropped.
So just pour a
Yeah.
little bit into his lips. He can just like distribute it, right? He can give everybody like one each. Is that enough? How does this work? Oh, this is weird. I've never seen it like this.
Does
At midnight, we're
Does-
trying to challenge it. Yeah.
Does Flint need to roll damage against me if I'm stabbing myself through him with life drinker?
Yes.
Oh, like he chooses how much to impale himself, right? Slowly. Don't hit an artery. You know? Yeah.
Is it a D10 because I might accidentally die?
I'm okay with that.
I,
Why? Why?
Well, weapon
You're
damage
so
is
close.
56,
You're so close. Taking a screenshot.
what's happening?
This is out of control.
Okay, you're gonna stick a life drinker in Flint's hand and impale yourself, right?
Oh my God.
Oh,
Roll me a d10. There you go.
I have
Flint,
no
you
weapon
can-
bonus, so
That's all right. There you go. You feel the siphoning powers. So 3 hit points, Flint. You regain.
Nice.
is bleeding
Okay,
a
then,
lot.
And I'm still kind of clawing at Flint's leg, and I'm going, help!
can I go down the line and give each of them 1 HP from the
I
skull?
sure hope so. Oh my God.
Hmm.
I know we're not supposed to put pictures in chat, but I'm like, totally doing this. The group right now.
Sorry, I'm reading it real quick just to make sure. Hmm.
Uh-oh.
I don't know. I think it might be a stretch to give to them, but we'll allow it.
This is another one to go to the FAQ, right?
Yeah. Yeah, we got to clarify if the HP is to heal you or anybody.
Oh my
It just
God.
says to heal, though. So
Yeah, because
and-
exactly. When I saw 2 heal, I was like, I don't know.
In Burger's last game, Ash did that with Master Skull.
All right, so Flint goes around like some macabre communion and gives everybody a few drops of blood to bring them back up to just 1, right?
I mean, I guess because it's got 10 HP worth of drink. So
So it's
if
up
he
to
can,
him. Do you want to do
Yeah.
3, 3, and 3, or just 1?
yes, please, and I pull on his shirt. Help us!
We'll do the 3, 3, and 3.
I'm not going to go, but like I look at the other 2 and I'm like, but like 1 less for them, like 1 more for me, like.
We're all
Thinking
like a
about
thrift
it.
store. This went bad quick.
I mean, it's a desert, but like, meh, I expected as much.
Stabbed myself. Any chance can refill the Master Skull?
No.
Okay.
We're hitting maximum cheese levels.
Yeah, we are.
All right, get your ass up and start navigating.
Oh, get up! Can we all make an action now? That we're jacked up?
Yes, Ibram.
Who did it well last
Bring
time?
us
Ibram's best.
home.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Compass.
And did you failed the last one, right?
Yes, it did.
All
He's
right,
good.
that is easy.
Yep. Okay. So that's got to be a success. That's 18.
As you have near-death experience, you just see the waving lines of the absolute scorching heat. By the way, consume 4 supply, please.
And did we not open the chest yet? What's happening?
Do you want to stand here and try to open the chest?
One bang will. I will die on this chest. I'm not leaving. There's no
Literally
way.
die on this chest.
Yeah, he's literally, that's part, like, in his thing, like, I can't. There's no way a Gerblin is going to walk away from a chest in the desert.
It takes up 8 slots if you want to carry it.
We can distribute. We'll figure that out.
Well, you can't. Who's going to carry it?
Horses. We've had the horses the whole time.
They don't have any carry slots.
But they can drag.
Bullshit.
I got rope.
They carry you.
I tried. Let's open it. What's inside? And then we can destroy it, right? Well,
It's locked.
No, take the chest. It's locked. Fuck. I shoot it. I shoot the lock.
Okay. Make me
Oh.
a dexterity attempt.
All right, whatever. Let's go. I have crowbar,
All
too.
right.
That's what I'm sorry. We were arguing with a crowbar last time. That's what it was. And we're trying to see to do it, and I failed it. Whatever. It was hard last time. It's easy now, so then it's a pass, right?
That's all right. You hit it. Roll me a gun effort.
God, I'm gonna blow this thing up, dude. Sorry, guys. It's +5 to gun, so. Oops. That's what the D8. So 5 + 3, 8.
Blasts a nice little hole through the front lock. The lock is built into the front of the chest. It's damn sturdy. Still doesn't pop open.
But it's weakened, though.
A little bit, yeah.
All right. Somebody get in there. Use your face.
All right. Ibram rolled. Ogbang rolled. Nadir rolled. Flint, he healed everybody. That's your action.
Don't leave that chest.
Mulver, what do you want to do?
Wait,
You want to try
look
to
through
open
the
the
hole.
chest?
Look through the hole. What's inside when he looks through the hole?
Take a peek.
Roll me a D100.
Yes. What's in there?
Sitting on top of a giant pile of coins, you see an amulet that has a coiled dragon on it.
Oh my God! Use this to get out of the chest. I'm pulling on Abram. I'm like, remember when I spared that guy? You remember? And I'm like pushing him towards the chest. Get in there.
Get. I have the slots to carry the chest.
Do you?
I do too.
Why did you say that?
They were just gonna let you die.
Oh my God, Abram. I was like, we gotta have a long talk back at the keep on some adventure etiquette here.
I also have
agree.
slots for
I
it,
agree
too.
with that sentiment 100%.
Are you gonna pick it up and carry it then, Ibram?
Yes.
Okay. Ibram loads it onto his back like the absolute unit that he is and carries it off. And that is his third success. So as you are traveling across these dunes, the waving lines of heat, the only thing you can see, Ibram, you look down at the map and you think, this has to be it. And the sand beneath your feet begins moving, swirling. You each try to move in a different direction to escape it, but you're pulled under.
Okay.
You find yourself falling. But fortunately, you're caught by the soft descent of the sand, and you come piling out. You look upward and you see that you're in a giant cavern. You slipped through a tiny little crack.
Oh no.
And in front of you rises up an astonishingly giant temple that looks like it's been sitting here buried under the sand for at least a century.
Well, my friends, this is it.
There's
I'll go, this is it?
Now we search.
Okay. Hot mic.
Oh god. There's a bridge extending from the side you fell down on over this mass of swirling sand. It is just a constantly going pit of sand being pulled down into God only knows where. What's your plan?
Movar, you're up.
I got ropes. Lots of ropes. Extra climber. I raise my hands. Me. This guy. Me.
Ogbang's chance to shine.
Woo!
Occasionally, you'll see a mass boulder just fall off the side and go swirling.
So Ogbang's got some questions, and I'll make them brief. So first thing I'm noticing down there.
Oh yeah, don't go down there.
Looks like a pair of maybe like a couple of fingers. I'm not a fan of that. Then you got these boulders that are following constantly, right? Do we see this bridge is broken, obviously, but how sturdy? I'm an expert climber, so I think I would know a little bit about architecture. What is it? What do I get here?
Looks pretty damn sturdy.
Awesome.
Looks like something probably fell from above and broke it.
Broke it down. And this a swirling mass in the center, is that churning it all, or is that just quicksand, or what is that?
Yep. It's think of a whirlpool, but with sand.
All of it. Okay, cool.
Yep.
Yeah, Ogbang is immediately looking for something to grab purchase to potentially get us across this area. I'm gonna look to Flint though, and I'm gonna. Oh, you know what? I have a okay.
The lodestone.
That you damn near took the words out of my mouth. So I'm thinking about it. It's a lodestone for weight, but I don't know if it's gonna take all of us. Number one. Number two, is there anything above us that I could use my grappling hooks, bear traps, or whatever to snag onto to be able to get across?
No, not really. It's a few 100 feet up. You can see just little bits of sunlight peeking through. So this is like a cavern.
That's fine. Okay, so a couple of ideas. So one thing is, are these areas here, are they ledges? What's that? Okay, so I could probably get a better purchase there maybe than what's around here. Is there any kind of...
yeah, it's all flat right there.
Flat. Okay, so I'm going for this area here, the closest one. And I'm going to two things. First, I got the trap launcher. I can launch things over there within line of sight. But if that's
I could have an imp carry the rope over.
You're in my brain, my man.
Hang on.
Take the imps and have the imps travel over there. Yeah, that's it. What's up?
How
Okay, I'll try
far
to
is the
roll
gap
to summon
between the
imps then.
bridges?
Yeah, I mean, it looks huge. So it wasn't even a question for me to try.
Yeah, let me move your token over there.
Yeah.
It
looks,
Okay, I didn't see the tokens. I was reading.
I was like, yeah, what are you talking about, man? Look at us. I would say, yeah, so, that's the plan I'm kind of going for. I'm going to get to the edge without falling in, obviously. Nothing that looks like it's going to give way. And I can shoot traps as within line of sight. So the range is not an issue for me. It's just a matter of, if you're going to tell me it's hard here, but it shouldn't be because all traps are easy when I fire them.
Mm-hmm.
So it should be simple. I'm just double checking about cheating.
Yep, so you only need an 11.
Yeah. So I think I'm going to go with that. Aim trap, yeah. I mean, yeah, this is that. I don't know. It doesn't say anything about easy action. I'm double checking. I don't see that. It just says range, place trap, and let LOS. That's it.
Okay, so 14.
Just do it. It's just, yeah. So I would do that, but if the imps would help me guarantee that it gets over there, I would want the imps first to kind of like either carry it over or secure it or something. Or like lock it in place. So
Flint, if you want to go ahead and attempt to summon those.
We're going to need them anyway. We need them anyway.
See how many we get. We get one.
All right, so I got a free ride across. The rest of you will have to figure a way across.
What about my road?
Oh my god. Well, it needs to be on a road to do it. That's why I didn't think about that. But does that work here?
Huh?
I thought it had to be on an uneven surface, like a continuous surface. This is broken. But how would that work? Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know.
If we lay ropes down, could it go across the ropes?
Oh. Is a rope not a road for small things?
Building road.
No, I think the road would work.
Just flat, like on the hole, or if I have to do it? Oh my god. I don't know. It's like
I didn't think about it.
That's precarious. All right. Well, Ogbang, he steps back and he goes, "Get in there, Chief. Make us a road."
I take out my foldable road and I unfold it at least as far to get to the other side of the bridge. That's
Like a red carpet, it rolls out, connecting to the other side of the bridge and extending right into the temple.
Oh my god. Somebody should test it first. Just run across it, and it just folds in the middle, and we just plummet.
Okay.
I test it out.
Hang on.
Shall I send the imp across?
First step.
Poor
And
imp.
he's-
Sure.
Oh, yeah, imps.
Yeah, the imp will land in the middle, do a couple.
Well, he can
Jump up
fly
and
away
down.
if he has to. He's like,
Yeah,
Yeah, but it weighs like 10 pounds soaking wet, though, the imp. So I don't know if it counts.
he's trying his best to cause it to collapse, and it seems pretty sturdy.
All right. I think. All right. Yeah, Malvar, you go for it. It's your road. You should have the. You built it. You should have the first. First one to go across. Make sure your work is sturdy.
Yeah.
He's not dead yet.
Yeah. I'm just gonna keep
Yep,
going.
one step at a
37.
time. You hear the swirling sand underneath you.
Keep going.
Giant
I'm
rocks just
I'm
passing
following
by.
behind his steps. Yeah, I'm following. I'm like, wherever he goes, I'm going. Doot, 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 doot.
And when you get to the other side, you can see clearly inside the temple now. Even inside the temple is just almost completely filled with sand. There's just one small narrow passage leading directly into it.
Is there anything that I would ask Ibram? I would say, Ibram, does any of this, the glyphs here, or any of this architecture, does this all say or mean something to you? What do you have here?
I'll take a moment to read. Maybe I'll.
And nothing's falling in this area other than the sand, right? We're not getting hit with rocks.
Correct. Yeah.
So he's got a moment. Okay, I would say, yep. Go ahead for it. Let's see.
All right. So I try to read the cliffs and runes and whatnot.
Yeah, sure. You look these up and down, and you've seen illustrated pictures of this exact temple in books before, in all your research of it.
Okay. All right. This is all fascinating.
And you've studied the layout of the temple. There were a few maps. You know that there's a spiral staircase at the very far end of the temple that leads down into the cloister, where the waters of life are kept.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I say, follow me, gentlemen. But be
And
on your guard.
Okay. I will follow his exact footsteps as he moves.
As you enter the massive temple here, there's just giant piles of sand, almost 100-foot tall piles of sand building up in all the different corners. There's just a very narrow path that you can travel through the middle.
Okay.
And you see a set of golden spiral staircase
Okay.
on the
Is
very
anything-
far end, with just
is
a
it-
little bit of light coming out of it.
Okay. Does anything look like we could just rip it off and put something in our bag? Like, I don't know, a gold doorknob or.
You're sick.
I mean, I'll wait for Ibram to not be looking, but I'm thinking it.
I think I briefed you guys in this case that
Don't touch anything.
I'm not it's a free for all
Oh.
because I knew this mission was going to be so dangerous. The only thing that I want to the water of life is what I'm after.
Okay. Does this temple have potential curses on it that if I take something off of the wall, it's going to be bad news bears?
Well,
Like your god, is it your god a fickle god? Is it?
Aren't they all?
Mine isn't. Mine's very straight up.
She may frown upon it, but it is ultimately.
Forgive me. Okay. I'll say a couple of hail whatevers and a couple of this and that. That should be good, right? Okay, I'll follow you. I'm looking for things to snatch on the way down.
There's definitely some things. This place got completely swallowed up by the earth. There was no preparing for it. So there's gold everything here.
Oh my god. I'm looking for. Yeah, you tell me. I don't know because my imagination will go buck wild up in here.
Well, you got some serving dishes. You got a giant golden sun hanging on the wall.
Can I carry that?
How many slots you got?
I have 3.
Hey, it's 3 slots.
Dang it. I don't want it. Ha! Now I know how big it is. I'm going to go for the forks and knives.
Golden cutlery.
Hell yeah. That could fetch good on the market.
There's also some prayer books that have heavy golden metal exteriors.
Ooh. I mean, I can
Anybody else looking for anything in particular as you travel through here?
I mean, weapons and things of awesomeness.
Is there any? Yeah, I was gonna say, is there anything that seems like it might be magical?
Yeah, who's like? How would that work here? Like, how and usually, like, yeah, how do you detect magic things? Just for normal investigations, wisdom. How do
Look really hard, I guess.
I'm looking as hard as I can.
Flint, give me a wisdom attempt.
Whole area with and see what doesn't burn.
Yeah.
That's a 12.
Ooh, what's the target though? I can't see it. Oh, 14. Hero card.
Nope. I guess everyone who's looting, go ahead and give me a wisdom attempt.
Okay. Well, we'll see. Yeah! Hey, you did it. Gorka Morka provides.
Roll me a D100.
Hell yeah. 51.
$51? Oh, okay.
50. Oh, well, I want what you laughed at that was good. Give me that.
It was another charisma item.
Oh, God, no. Please.
You find in a case, it's in a glass case,
Okay.
there is a rod. So it's about 2 feet long, and it looks like the withered arm of a person.
Oh, my God. It's happening. I'm a wizard, Harry.
Are you going to smash the case and take it?
I mean, it's a human arm? Like, is it...
Yeah. It's a withered human arm with a single finger pointing outward.
Oh, my God. This is cursed loot. I know what you're doing here. Ugh. I'm going to hold on to it. I'm not going to open it. I'm going to take it. Do I have to smash it to get it out, or I can just walk away with this?
Yeah. The glass is attached to the top of the case.
I'm going to stand back, and I'm going to use my silver bayonet, and I'm going to poke at it to crack the glass. I ain't touching it.
The glass shatters around it.
Okay. And the hand's just sitting there still?
Yeah, it doesn't attack you or anything.
Okay. I put on my snow mittens again, and I pick it up. I look at it. But I keep it away from my face.
It's definitely magical. Yeah.
Okay. I wave it around, and I say some gibberish I heard Abram say, and see if that works.
Sure. There's a candelabra. Is that a thing? What's the tall ones called?
Chandelier is on top, hangs down, and then you want a candelabra.
Like it stands up.
Oh.
Anyway, yeah, waving the wand, you inadvertently point it at one of those, and you see it immediately become encased with a thick black and green moss.
Ooh. Ogbang is, yeah, I look at the others and I go, and I put it away. It's mine.
Since I have 4 slots, can I grab the golden sun thing?
Absolutely.
Oh my God. We're rich. We're going to buy the keep when we get back.
Put that on my sheet.
Just put. Hold on. 1 second.
You're going to put that in chat, the player chat, or you want to put that in the, I see you typing in player chat, so I'm asking.
Yeah, just put golden sun decoration. 3 slots.
So, Cloak, I'm just letting you know you're typing in player chat, if that's what you intended to do or not.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah,
not
there you go. I was like, you're letting everybody all of a sudden, like, hey!
No.
You're welcome. Hero Coin Frogbank.
Let me just throw this guy in here real quick.
mean, it's not like you just came from another game or something. Gosh, you should have this.
My brain is in good condition.
I don't know how you're doing it, man.
I'm not dying.
You're a champ. I think a 4-hour session is rough when I'm running one. Okay. Ooh, the
And
rock.
golden sun decoration.
Oh my god, that's so fitting. Rockbang is happy.
All right, and those who failed, roll me a D100.
Uh-oh. That's how many ghosts hit you. Angry, vengeful spirits.
Okay, Flint 82. Flint, you find an old book with the. It's a wisdom spell, actually, so I don't know how much it'll help you. The spell Storm.
Ooh.
It's in the form of a old prayer book. And Mulver, what was yours? Sorry.
68.
Oh, how fitting. It is a dwarvish hammer. Magic weapon rolled double ultimate on natural 20s.
Oh! Yeah, I'm keeping that.
I think it was negotiated. We're like, nope, this is mine. I love it. Like that free for all we had in the keep. Oh my god, never again.
Oh, were you part of that?
Yeah. That was madness. I had to walk away. I said, you guys are just you're all insane.
All right, who else we got? Nadir. Did you roll a wisdom attempt?
If he let's see, is he muted? I'll check it. Dear, maybe muted.
I can hear you every once in a while. I don't think his mic's working properly.
Yeah, I can't tell if he's muted or not.
Yeah.
There he goes.
Hang on, let me try switching my.
You're good now, though. But you're good now.
Don't touch it.
Oh, don't touch it. You're good.
Just make me a wisdom attempt.
Did another one
Did your first one fail?
was a 7.
Okay, so roll me a D100.
That's worrying.
All cursed.
It's all cursed. Hey, another wisdom spell.
Ooh,
Healing touch.
nice.
Ooh.
We need
We
that. as much
do.
as we
Yeah,
spend down.
honestly.
Is there any way I can flavor that as a breath attack?
If you touch them with your tongue.
The art of subtlety on this one. I love it. How do I make my breath heal people?
All right, Ibram, would you like to loot, or are you
No,
solely focused?
I'm so focused.
All right. Descend down the spiral staircase.
Yes.
Okay. As you go down, you notice the torches down here are still lit.
Mm.
Massive double doors in front of you have the symbol of your god, a giant sun on them, with flowing waters coming out of each side.
Yeah. So like I get down on my knees and I basically prostrate myself in front of prostrate.
Not that one. That's a different character.
You were right the first time.
I was right. Yeah, right. One letter makes all the difference, right? And so I'm sorry. You said there was a door.
Mm-hmm. Big set of double doors, yeah.
Set of double doors. Okay.
You ready to go through?
Yes.
Check for traps. Do we hear anything on the other side of the door?
As you push through the doors, there's another set.
Ah, the classic trap door within trap door.
All right.
Are
I'm
you ready,
listening for
Ibram?
sounds. I'm listening. Before I want to see if the doorknob is hot. I'm looking for.
Sure. Give me a wisdom attempt. 14
Can
down
make
here.
I'll look at somebody else and I'll say, "Who's smarter than me?" Come on, everybody! Everybody should get this. Oh, wait, what? What's happening? Uh-oh.
Start a
What
boss
happened?
fight at 1
I saw
a.m.
giant die. Yeah, I'm just not sure what the die means. The target number or whatever.
And
Yeah, there we go.
I'm a little nervous because we're out on low health.
Well, that's what I'm saying. We should be cautious. We should be healing up, honestly, before we enter this room. Is that possible? Can we take that moment? There's no round timer, so
You can take one action before you move through.
heal. I want full life. Drink from the cup. Whatever we got to
Okay.
do.
So, where does everybody stand?
Oh, I need heal too.
Yeah, we're all pretty jacked. Like I'm at what you healed me for 3 last time, so took 6.
That's
So I'm
right. Everybody's low but in the air. That's right.
Yeah, I'm at 7 health, so I'd like to be topped off if possible.
Well, I'm at 3. So,
Would the cooked mushrooms, would that confer a better heal? Since they're cooked and more delicious now?
Nope.
Dang it. So
Can I
still-
can
I should have brought
You
some
cut
flavor.
out again.
Yeah, I
all
heard
right. So I'm going to cast Healing Touch on Movar and myself. That'll
Okay.
be hard. That'll be a hard roll because I'm trying it on 2 people.
Oh.
Well, I'm trying to say
Maybe, well, yeah. Movar needs it. Yes. What's your bonus?
3.
Well, you got it. Oh, on hard, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh.
All right. Nothing from Ibram then.
Yikes. That's what I'm saying. Maybe just like guarantee a heal on somebody because we have 1 turn. But it was a good try.
I also have healing touch now.
You do.
Oh my god, you do. Yeah.
Who needs help?
Bang needs. I
Ibram, what are
have
you
7
at?
health. Ibram's the lowest. He's at 3. He needs to be healed. We need to get Ibram up.
Okay, especially since he's the one who's actually good at healing, so I will cast healing touch on Ibram. That's a natural 1.
Or because, yeah, you don't know how to use it. You just kind of. Wow. A natty 1.
Perfect, right?
Yeah, it's fitting. I mean, we're trying to argue that, fire cauterizes wounds, and that's a kind of healing, so.
Has everybody taken a turn?
I haven't. I was waiting to see what they were going to do before I tried
Okay.
I think.
Go ahead.
Because it's either the mushrooms, which don't do much, apparently. I can only eat 1 at a time, so I can give you, 1 health. It's better than nothing, I guess. Otherwise, yeah. I don't really see much else that I could do here. Yeah, I'm gonna feed it. I'll give Ibram. I need Ibram, so I'm gonna definitely be like, don't forget, Gorka Market provides. Oop, I clicked on something, and I will. I'll give him a mushroom. I gotta roll not a 1. Not a 1. Of course, rolled a 1. So I apparently poisoned Ibram. I think.
Ibram, take 1 damage.
Sorry, Gorka Market doesn't provide. You should have believed harder.
The double doors in front of you snap open like a giant gust of wind just pulled them outward. And you smell the
It's been an honor,
fresh,
gentlemen.
refreshing air of clean water
All right.
directly
Just what
in
we
front of
needed.
you. A pathway leading directly down into this foyer here.
All right.
And sitting atop this pile of stones is a great golden urn.
Oh snap! Oh
I
snap!
proceed forward. Uh, slowly yet deliberately.
Moving down here, you get that feeling of like overwhelming grandeur. Like you're in a place that is of pure legend. It's so important. And it's been lost for so long. You're the first living creature to step in here for as long as you could possibly imagine. And a bright light directly in front of you makes your vision go completely white. You have to shield your eyes. And when you open them again, in front of you stands a 12-foot tall humanoid with massive angelic wings. And he calls out to you, Ibram, leading the pack.
Why have you invaded this sacred space?
I am on a mission to find the Moltar. To complete that mission, I must have the waters of life.
He looks down at you, his eyes completely white. You can barely look at him for more than a couple seconds. It's just burning radiance.
You are not the Moltar.
I did not claim to be the Moltar. Only the one who seeks.
He flies up high. It's about a 60-foot tall chamber, and he looks beyond you.
It sees nobody because we're hiding.
Faithful of the sun, you have brought the unclean here.
I run away.
My friends only wish to help me in this mission.
Come forward. Present yourself. Do not hide in the shadows.
He's not talking to us, right?
I believe he is.
Damn it.
You may be able to put that charisma bonus to use there, buddy.
Oh, that's true.
As you all step forward, he's looking each and one of you up and down. You can feel his vision piercing your very soul. Seeing everything that you've done, every moral compromise you've made in your life.
Everything?
You are of questionable values.
Have done nothing.
Now, Ogbang is a gun priest, very devout of Gorgonmork. Would he know anything about this particular deity or avatar?
This one in particular, no.
Okay.
Brother Ibram, this is who you call your kin?
I respond. greater devotion is no more shown than by loyalty and friendship. Do you not seek those who are not of the faith to give them the opportunity to turn to the light?
Give me a wisdom attempt. He glares at you hard. You see him narrow his eyes.
A sacrifice must be made.
He points around to the to your allies.
One of them must be sacrificed.
Great.
But like how much? Like 50%?
Show your devotion to the goddess.
The bloodthirsty goddess.
Nadir is beginning to question Ibram's religion.
Yeah, I want to know if this is normal or just something that's new to Ibram. So I'll peek out to ask that. Hey, is this cool or like just the wrong guy?
The Moltar, it is said, will die and receive the waters of life to be returned to the living.
Yeah, sacrificing him.
And I say, I say this to the four of you, and the waters of life is right there.
Oh, it resurrects people?
I nod my head.
Oh.
Have you chosen?
Malver steps forward.
Ogbang steps almost as far.
Malver steps back.
I go, you know what?
Brother Ibram, it is your choice to make.
Ah! He's attacking.
Well,
Okay.
I look in
I'll say, I'll do it.
Dwarf
I'll do
has,
it.
well,
I'll show you that Gorka Morka really provides. And I ain't
I'm gonna
afraid
turn
of
to
it.
I say, the dwarf is proven loyal.
Well, alright, fine, I see how you are. Alright.
Then so be it.
And in an instant, he flies forward, his mace rising up into the air, crashing down upon Mulver's head, reducing him to ash.
Ah! I scoop up some of the ash.
I quickly go forward. I climb up the rocks.
Mm-hmm.
And grab that.
You grab a hold of the urn.
Yes.
All of the illustrations and stories showed this urn constantly overflowing with the waters of life. This entire chamber filled to your ankles with the waters of life. But when you pick up the urn, it has but a few drops in the bottom of it.
Oh. This water does not count as water of life that we're stepping near. That's just
Normal water.
dang it.
All
Put the drops in the water. Put the drops in the water.
Do you use these last few drops to resurrect Mulver,
Yes.
or do you keep it?
Nope, I do. I resurrect Movar.
You see Ibram descend, carrying the urn, flipping it completely upside down, and pouring out the last couple drops onto Mulver's corpse. A brilliant light flashes, and he appears before you. Mulver is alive.
Hell yeah. What, does he need all the ashes back, or like, I'm
And he has gained a heart.
He had a heart? Oh, you bastard! I volunteered myself. I'm kicking the dirt. I'm scratching. I'm clawing.
So I get down on one knee. Say, Motar, I am here to serve you.
Moltar and Molvar.
Wait,
Coincidence?
yeah.
Ibram, you get this intense vision of the Multar. It's become clear to you. But we'll talk about that later.
Ooh, spicy.
And you can keep the urn.
Oh, hell yeah.
You're convinced that it could be repowered, that the waters of life could flow again.
Okay.
But this urn is the first step towards making that happen.
I double checked the urn for another drop. He might have missed something.
Flip it up, try to drink out of it.
I put a sponge in there.
Nothing.
I still think you should have put it in the water. Get more out of it that way. Alright, this is the part where the temple falls on top of us. Somebody.
Nope, this is the part where Ibram takes out the Stone of Return
Oh.
Yes.
and gets you the hell out of here.
Yeah.
Yes.
I tossed Mulvar a dirty look, and I said, that could have been me.
Do you still have like my ash?
I do.
You're alive, Mulder.
I just don't know if it like reformed or if it was like
Yeah.
a new.
You're 100%. You're not going to be missing like a fingernail because somebody stole some ashes.
And now we have a questionable thing. What happens when I have some of your ashes and yet you live?
Back and better than ever. And Ibram, do you activate the stone?
Yes, I do.
A swirling belt of sand picks all of you up and whisks you away. And you find yourself standing in the temple in gray. Frightened individuals there for the morning blessing. Suddenly standing next to 5 haggard-looking adventurers.
Logbang stands up on the closest pew and I scream, Corca Morca provides!